Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. um, Haley. Haley gifted 20 subs before we even started. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. It's always such a big surprise when people donate and gift memberships, and it genuinely means so much. So thank you so much, Haley. Hello, welcome. I love Sora more than you. Welcome back. So happy to be back for another live 9 a.m. here. Damn, that is good timing, I think. Haley is so sweet. Yeah, that's so true. Hi, Sketching Chan. Welcome back. How is it going, guys? It is 2 p.m. for me, and I'm feeling good after yesterday's stream. I think yesterday we had a really, really amazing stream. Obviously, I haven't streamed in so long, but yesterday it was like flawless. We didn't have any problems whatsoever. I had 0 dropped frames the entire time, whereas usually I have dropped frames even though the screen doesn't change that much. But yeah, I'm so glad that it's all working, and obviously I'm in a new flat as well, so that's part of the reason why I want to stream more, and I think it's going to be easier to stream more. And I can stream for however long I want to. It's just when I get tired, I will stop. We could have gone through the entire book yesterday, but I kind of wanted to stop because we were at a good point, and obviously it's good to kind of spread it across a few days. Yay for new flat. Yeah, I know, right? It's so great. It's so amazing. Hopefully I'm going to be able to like stream with people in the US and do collabs with like Americans and stuff, because obviously they have a completely different time zone to me, and it's been hard in the past to kind of find the right time, but now I live by myself, so I can literally do things whenever I want to. So yeah, the only limit is when I go to work and stuff. So here's the plan for today's stream. Hello, Cash, welcome. Like your Dark Queen's powers. Yeah, I do want to do stuff. I do want to do more stuff with like Psychic. I think Psychic obviously does a lot of streams, so I will be joining a lot of them going forward as well. But yeah, so today's stream, we yesterday got an ending. We got an ending to VIP, and I think it was kind of like the neutral ending, right? It was the ending where, and big spoilers, of course, in this video, we are going to be looking through this book with a fine toothpick. But yesterday we found the ending where we literally saved our brother, and that was it. Like it was a really cute ending, and we got a Roxy autograph along the way, so I'm happy either way. But yeah, we got a pretty neutral ending, which I'm pretty happy with. But obviously there is going to be a lot more in this book that we completely missed, like different alternate routes and secrets, and I'm really intrigued because we have actually gotten some interesting lore in this book, especially things like the fact that we have Monty's maze instead of Monty's golf. And the reason that they changed it is because having a maze is kind of like not very replayable, whereas you can come back and play golf as many times as you want, and it's not going to be the same playthrough each time. So there are things like that which do kind of make sense, you know? Like if this was a real life place, that would make so much sense. So it's things like that where like, yeah, it's sensical, but we haven't really heard much about that in this universe, and it's really building up the world building of the Pizzaplex even more so than Tales from the Pizzaplex, which is insane. Haley says you're most welcome with a nice heart. That's cute. Thank you so much. If I counted all the times you've donated in the past, I don't even think I could count that high. But yeah, it's really appreciated. Hi Scraps, welcome. How are you feeling after yesterday's game of code names? I wish I could stream that. I really wish I could stream that, but I do have a problem with like streaming with other people in the call and stuff. A lot of the time I just have to stream by myself, unless somebody else streams it. Like I think me and Psychic should stream Codenames one day. I think that'd be fun. But I want to play it more now. Yeah, we should play it more later. I can finally see a live. How's it going, Bosco? How's it going? Yeah, I don't stream very much, obviously, because I have limitations, but I'm hoping to stream more in the future, especially with this sort of interactive novel content. I think it's really good for live streaming, because we can put out polls and we can decide things amongst ourselves. So here's what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna go back to the beginning, because obviously, like, knowing what to do when you get to the end is like, there's not really much you can do. What happened here? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't give you the option to like try again or something. So I think we just have to go back to the beginning and kind of take this slow and think about a lot of the decisions we're making. Obviously today there's going to be a lot less reading, so it's going to be a lot of me discussing with you guys kind of theories and stuff like that, and options we take. Interactive novels are peak on their own. Doing them live with polls is really fun. Yeah, it is. It really is. It just kind of makes it a lot more interactive, if you know what I mean. Like, but we're actually discussing things, and it actually feels like it matters. I'm not gonna lie. VIP, it's a story. It's a fine story, or at least what I've seen of it so far. It's fine. Like, it's not the best story in the world or whatever. But I really think these interactive novels have so much potential, right? I think that Tales from the Pizzaplex was really good. I think Fazbear Frights as a series is really good. I think the interactive novels are just really different though, and they allow for so much more, well, obviously, like, replayability. There's replayability value. There are finding secrets within a book. There are bugs. But yeah, it's things like that that I really love. The tragic tale of the big pig. It's no Bobby Dots, but it's very fun to play. Yeah, exactly. And I've, of course, the week before is coming out in like 2 weeks now, or less than 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks. And so we're going to be streaming that as well. And that one apparently has a lot of juicy lore. So I'm really excited to get to that, and we are going to be streaming that. So make sure you've got, I think it's the 4th of September. Make sure you've got that in your calendars. I will have a stream ready so that we can stream it, or I'll stream it as soon as I get home, to be honest, from work, and then we'll go through it like we are now. I love how many times you can reread it, so many times, and maybe still never choose a certain path. Yeah, exactly. And that's probably what we're going to do today. We're probably going to get pretty lost in this book. But yeah. In the end, do you think VIP himself is a Mimic 1 branch or a random sentient AI? Because there is foreshadowing that makes me think it's an AI. Right, exactly. And I think yesterday we did the first read through of this, and I went into this thinking, yeah, VIP, he's like this artificial intelligence that is clearly like corrupting the Pizzaplex. And like he's in all the animatronics, and he's in the arcade games, and he's in this device that we carry around. Like, clearly we're doing something with Glitchtrap here, or like the Mimic 1 program. But then you find out that we're in Monty's Maze, not Monty Golf. And yet in the story, the storyteller, where the Mimic program is distributed across the Pizzaplex, widespread, in that story, it's Monty Golf. So this has to come before that, meaning this cannot be the Mimic program. Or maybe it is the Mimic program, but it's like, but I don't know, it's really strange. So I'm not sure yet, but we'll see if there's any other kind of, any other clues in this book that gives us some sort of insight. I'm getting my copy of The Week Before on the 13th, just 2 days before my birthday. Oh, yes! That's a good birthday present, I'm sure. He's giving kids brain rot. Yeah, this skibbity VIP. Okay, let's go through this. So, again, I'm not going to be reading through all of this again. If you want to hear me read through this, then you can watch yesterday's stream, of course. But we're going to keep playing on normal difficulty. That's where we just don't get Faz coins. So there we go. Add our VIP pass. Fantastic. And then obviously what I found really cool about the playthrough we did yesterday is we went to the gate, right? And then in the gate section, it does take you back to the terminal, right? But, where is it? It takes you back to the terminal, so it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, I'm actually lost. I'm going through this too fast. Okay, so we tap on the gate, and when we get here, it's literally just we find Glamrock Chica and we talk to her, and she says go to the terminal, right? I'm so confused. Haven't you seen an animatronic before? Harmless, exercise and eat junk food. Are you lost? Okay, yeah, here it is. So Glamrock Chica just tells us some important information. So here it is. Thanks, kid. Here's a hint that might help you later. If you get lost, just keep going left. So we used that information in Monty's maze in order to successfully make it out alive. So I really like that aspect about it. And as I say, like you touch here and then it takes you to the terminal, which was the other option. So I really like that aspect of this, where you like go down different routes and you find clues. One thing I'm looking for in this playthrough is how you get a balloon, because we could enter Monty's maze normally, or you could use a balloon, and I'm not sure where that balloon comes from. We haven't encountered a balloon yet, so we're going to see. At the beginning of the book, Devon says that Chica is just a sentient AI and has no emotion. I think that's foreshadowing for VIP, just being an AI who feels ignored and wants to keep kids in the Plex. Yeah, but like, where's that malicious intent coming from, you know? Like, is that the Mimic 1 program? It kind of has to be. Like simplicity, for simplicity purposes, for Occam's razor. Like, that has to be the Mimic program, but the Mimic program hasn't been widespread yet. It's strange. It's strange. Okay, so let's continue. So all of this kind of makes sense. I love the disconcerting thing that we went through yesterday. Basically, they talked about the word disconcerting earlier on in the book, and then they bring it back. It's really cool. So yesterday, here's what we did. So we promised to stick with VIP all day. So we chose this, and then we broke that promise. Let's instead today read through if you don't make a promise you can't keep, tap or touch here. Is this okay? Devon, VIP asks, nah, it's bad enough that I'm stuck babysitting Ike, you say. I don't need Pig Brother watching and telling me what to do. Is that a reference to 1984? Big Brother. Is that your final answer? VIP says. The background behind him blooms crimson. Oh, yep, can we go now? The screen flickers and VIP's animation jitters. Certainly, your passes are now activated. The terminal spits out your card forcefully and you fumble to catch it. On the gamepad, VIP crosses his arms and says, I'll be right here when you need me. The terminal goes dark. You hand the gamepad to Ike. When you press your card against the scanner at the entrance, the light turns green and the gate opens. As you finally enter the Pizzaplex, Ike trails behind, fixated on the gamepad. It has a map of the whole place, Ike says. Hey, it looks like a pizza. Ooh. Good detail. That's just showing us that this is the same Pizzaplex from Tales from the Pizzaplex. Because in Tales from the Pizzaplex, of course, multiple people say, hey, this Pizzaplex is round like a pizza. And so shows that it's the same Pizzaplex. It is weird though that in Security Breach it's not actually pizza shaped, but I think we've had that discussion a few times when it's been mentioned previously. I have marked the most popular attractions and their most direct paths to them. Roxy Raceway and Monty's Maze have the shortest wait. I already know where I'm going, you lie. Shut that off, Ike. Please do not do that, VIP pleads. We still have to do our special behind-the-scenes tour. You can visit many locations closed to the public. The rehearsal room, the kitchen, parts and services. You would love to brag to your friends about seeing some hidden parts of the Pizzaplex. Now you're talking, pig, you say. Let's go. No way are we going to see that. Are we actually? Wait. talking. Okay, this book is broken. There's so much to do with the Pizzaplex, you don't know where to start. Wait. Now you're talking, pig. You say, let's go. Okay. There's so much to do with the Mega Pizzaplex, you hardly know where to start. As you pass through the lobby, you look at the vibrant posters of all of the attractions planning out your day. With your VIP pass, you'll finally get to go on all the rides you want. Every birthday party you have been to at the Pizzaplex only included a few tokens for the Fazcade and the boring old Bonnie Bowl. But you've always wanted to try Roxy Raceway, racing go-karts at high speeds on the track, snaking through the atrium, and you're itching to go to Fazablast since you play so many first-person shooters. It would just be a lot more fun to do this with your friends than your little brother. The gamepad beeps. You glance at the screen and VIP says, "You look like you're choosing an activity. Would you like some help?" "No, I'm good," you say. VIP produces a bowling ball. The most popular attraction at the Mega Pizzaplex is Bonnie Bowl, and it is best to go before the midday birthday party rush. He rolls the ball toward the screen and it cracks the glass. Animated shards tumble down, leaving behind a black background. You shake your head, but Ike pipes up. "I want a bowl." "We aren't bowling," you say. "Bonnie Bowl," Ike shouts. VIP saunters back on screen. No yelling. "Bonnie Bowl," Ike repeats. "Bonnie Bowl, Bonnie Bowl, Bonnie Bowl." I think we did read through this yesterday, so yeah, this is just the same thing. Okay. Hi Ozone, I love this book. I really like it too, actually. I really like the concept of it. I don't think the story is the most amazing, like, the thing with the most revelations, but like, the concept for this is insanely good, and Choose Your Own Adventure is so good for the FNAF franchise, so I completely agree. Also, I don't know how to say your name, so I really want to, but I don't want to butcher it. I guess I surrendered to Tails Games. I think Tails Games at this point, you can't really deny it. But yeah, no, yeah, on a side note, Submechanophobia suggests that there are multiple Pizzaplexes. That is true. That's true. And to that, I kind of say Submechanophobia doesn't have to be a part of like the canon, but like, yeah, I understand what you mean. It's a weird one. So here, yesterday we ditched Ike on the merry-go-round, right? So I think today we're just going to continue on to the Bonnie Bowl. I think that's what we did yesterday, right? Yankee! You're late, but you're not that late. We literally haven't seen anything. So you're actually quite on time, I would say. We're just kind of going through the book and doing the opposite choices to what we did yesterday. So we literally just said to VIP that we wouldn't keep a promise, and then it wasn't very eventful. It took us to the same place. Can't remember if you did this last time. Did you get the Midnight Motorist 2 ending? It could help you with your Midnight Motorist video. Midnight Motorist 2 ending. I'm going to say no. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, try your hardest not to spoil. I guess, like, if I'm stuck in a place and I don't know, then I'll let you know, like, what should I do now? But yeah, I assume important stories are rather part of the game line. It'll be easier to understand Stitch Line and Tails games. Yeah. Oh, it's a nickname I gave to one of the endings because it kind of looks like Midnight Motorist. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only ending that we've got is the ending where we save Ike, basically. And so we are going to be going through all the other endings today. So yeah, try not to spoil. We didn't even die yesterday. I don't even know what happens when you die, or if there's like multiple death scenes. But we'll see. We'll see. So if you ditch Ike on the merry-go-round, tap a touch here. If you continue on to the Bonnie Bowl, tap a touch here. I don't think we went to Bonnie Bowl yesterday, did we? Or we might have done. Who is this professional streamer? What did you do with Ozone? Hi, Psychic. I am 2 Zone. Okay, Bonnie Bowl. A promise is a promise, and you're supposed to keep an eye on your brother, even though you know nothing would happen to him here. If he tells your mom you left him out of your sight for even a minute, you won't be allowed back at the Pizzaplex or anywhere else until you're 18. Oh, we're not even 18. Oh, okay. I love how Psychic is now a celebrity in my streams. I don't think we did. We ditched Ike for the merry-go-round. Yeah. We have half of the dark rooms. Funny. Anywhere else until you're 18. And if he doesn't tell her, he'll always have a way to blackmail you. Okay? When you get to Bonnie Bowl, Ike has to use the bathroom first. By the time he's done, a birthday party has arrived, so you end up waiting half an hour for a free lane. Bowling takes forever because Ike rolls his ball so slowly towards the pins. Even with bumpers keeping it out of the gutter, he barely hits any. Oh, Ike. It takes all your skill to let him beat you. You're so bad at bowling, Ike says when he wins. You grit your teeth. You finally get to the arcade, but your friends are long gone. Then Ike's hungry, so you go to El Chips for lunch. All afternoon, VIP suggests activities to Ike, and Ike tells you what to do. At closing time, VIP invites you to select your rating of his helpfulness. You tap the number 1, but 5 lights up. 5 stars, VIP says. Thank you. When Mom picks you up, she says, how was it? This was the best day ever, Ike says. Mom smiles at you. You're a good big brother. Game over. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's actually quite funny. So that's the worst ending. No, to be honest, that's probably the best ending. But yeah, it's a very boring ending. So let's try again. So, oh, it takes you back here? Are you kidding me? I have to make choices again? Okay, add the VIP pass. Use the pass at a terminal. And then we just keep going. Okay, I totally broke that, but whatever. And then we have to make a promise. And then it's the same thing. Tap or touch here. Yeah, and then it brings us back here. That does make sense. That makes a lot of sense. Head towards Bonnie Bowl. Okay. So that means that here we have to ditch Ike on the merry-go-round. Okay? That's what we have to do. Like that's the only way that we're going to progress in this book in any way or get any other endings. We have to ditch Ike. So this is almost like a Tales from the Pizzaplex story. However, there are routes that you can take that will show you like alternate universes where like you do this instead, or you don't be a bad kid. But like the canon ending is where you're going to be a bad kid, you know? So yeah, okay. So we read through this all yesterday. Once again, I'm sorry if you haven't read through this, but it's kind of, it makes sense like by the choices that we're making. So we've ditched Ike, and now we're gonna find our friends at the Fazcade. So we're gonna tap a touch here. Catch that fetch. I forgot this was a thing, but yeah, it's a cool little arcade. Here's one very irate pig. I love that. That's so funny. So here's an interesting part. So yesterday we had the choice. We had a poll, and we did report VIP to the Pizzaplex staff, take VIP up on his challenge, which is what we did, or call my mum for help. I'm gonna make this a poll because I have a feeling we're not gonna have as many polls today. So what do we do? Do we tell staff I can't type, or do we call mommy? All right. So make sure you vote in the poll, and then that will determine what we try first. Obviously, we're going to be doing both of these by the end of the day. What year do you think Security Breach is set in, and how many years was the Pizzaplex opened until Security Breach? I'd say a good few years. A good few years. I think... What year is Security Breach set in? There's always like the date of 2035, which I've heard people ramble on about. I don't think it's going to be that late, but... I don't know, I'm thinking maybe like 20... Now, actually, 2035 does sound alright, I think. I don't think there's much wrong with that year, but like, we don't have confirmation. Yeah, that's true, Bosco, actually. He does say the Pizzaplex does get bigger every year, so it has been open for years. What I did note is that it has been at least 6 months, because VIP said to us that we haven't been back in 6 months. But yeah, you are right. You are right. At some point he does say the Pizzaplex gets bigger every year, so yeah, you're right. So we have 33% telling staff and 67% calling mommy. 2035 helps with Stitch Line filling the gaps. Yeah, exactly. Like, there needs to be room for the Stitch Wraith singers to happen. And that happens over, I would say, a few years. I would say Security Breach 2035 makes the most sense to me. But I don't have too much evidence for that, so it's just kind of a gut feeling. I feel like Help Wanted takes place in the year the game released. And the mall is SB. The mall in Security Breach is in the later stage of its existence, so it'd be a bit of time. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I think it's very the Pizzaplex has changed a lot. If you look at the like early days of the Pizzaplex from the Tales books, like Clethophobia and Under Construction, there are so many attractions that are just not there in Security Breach, and I don't think that's Steel Wool's fault. I think that's genuinely like like a thing. But yeah. Were the original concept designs of the Pizzaplex being shaped in a circle, or am I misremembering? Yes, there were sketches that we saw from the early development of Security Breach that did have a circular Pizzaplex. But obviously, like, it's quite difficult to do a circular Pizzaplex in a game. Like, I feel like it's quite hard to kind of stick to that circle shape when you're building a game around it. So that's probably why it's not a circle. Cool, so we're going to be calling Mom, and I am intrigued by this, right? I'm intrigued by both of these options, but we're going to call Mom. You find a phone and call your mother on her cell phone. She is not happy to have her expensive spa day interrupted, but she really freaks out when you tell her Ike is missing. I only looked away from him for a second, but when I turned around, he was gone, you say. You know you shouldn't lie, but it's not like Ike is here to rat on you. He's always running off. You'll be happy if you find him and he tells her what really happened. Mom drives over right away. When she rushes through the Pizzaplex entrance, she gapes at you, looking furious. What is wrong with you? She yells. What? Then you notice Ike is standing next to you, clutching the VIP gamepad. That's so funny. Where did you come from? You ask. He looks at your mother with innocent eyes. We were just playing hide and seek, Mom, but Devon never came to get me. Your mother shoots you a fiery look. You are so grounded. Get in the car, both of you, right now. We are never coming back here again. You climb into the car and notice that Ike still has his gamepad. Ike and the gamepad are inseparable for several days. He's constantly whispering to it. He still has the gamepad. Interesting. He's constantly whispering to it. Then one night, Ike really does run away. You know he must have gone back to the Mega Pizzaplex, but you can't prove it without going there yourself. And you've been banned for life. Oh. I did not expect that to just say game over. That's interesting. That's really interesting. This is the Midnight Motorist 2 ending you were talking about? Are you kidding me? That is nothing like Midnight Motorist, apart from the fact that there's a car. That's an interesting ending, and the reason I say that's interesting is because obviously VIP gave us this challenge to save Ike, but instead we called Mom, and then Ike just appears out of nowhere. So here's the question: is that the real Ike? Is it the real Ike? I don't think it is. I got the sense while I was reading that that's not Ike. That's like a possessed Ike. That's like a Gregory Patient 46 situation, I think. Obviously not as bad. Like, I don't think he's been killing people, but a kid ran off to that place. Oh, true. That's no. Not the real Ike. I do think he's been Fazgood or something. Absolutely. That's not the real Ike. Because, I mean, let's read this again. Like, we call our mom, and then you realise that Ike is standing next to you, clutching the VIP gamepad. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Ike and the gamepad are inseparable for several days. That's suspicious. The reason I think that's suspicious is because what I think has happened is we've called our mom, and in the time that Mom has come back to get us, VIP has like obviously killed Ike or like swapped Ike out for some Fazgoo clone or something like that. Something really stupid that's happened behind the scenes, and then that's why Ike has only just come out, because that is a clone of Ike or like a bad Ike or something. I really feel like that's true. Because I think VIP is malicious. I don't know how he's malicious, because I don't know if it is actually the Mimic 1 program. But he is malicious, and he has swapped out Ike, I think. He's constantly whispering to it as well. Look at that. Look at that line. That is so sus. It seems like some weird possession thing. Absolutely. Bad Piggy. It's like an Angry Birds reference. If you think about it, Ike gets lured to a Freddy's location and escaped through his window, which is similar to Midnight Motorist. Did he escape through his window? Ike and the gamepad are inseparable for days. He's constantly whispering to it. Then one night, Ike really does run away. He must have gone back to Mega Pizzaplex, but you can't prove it. But like, there's no... Where's the window coming from? I understand the whole like going back to that place thing, and like we've gone in our car back, and I don't know. Wouldn't Ike have been brainwashed by the screen? Oh, maybe. Like I don't really know what it is. Like, yeah. Oh. You might be onto something, because if you think about like Glitch Trap, right? Glitch Trap tries to brainwash you or like take control of your body by going through the VR headset and stuff like that. And if you think about like Balloon World as well, there's also Eclipse, which is theorized to kind of take control of your brain. Like, that's how Gregory was initially turned into Patient 46. Things like that, where it's like the screen is kind of like possessing you. The thing that's inside the device is possessing you and is stealing your body. Something like that. Brainwashing. I absolutely think that's true. Piggy stole Ike, cry emoji. I thought it was more so a GGY situation too, instead of a Fazgoo situation. Yeah, I think we were joking about the Fazgoo, but like, yeah, I that's crazy. That's really cool. That's a really cool ending. I was not expecting it to go there. I thought it would just be like, Mom, frickin' Ike. Oh, what's happening? This thing is happening again. Frickin' Ike has gone missing, and then she's like, okay, I can do nothing about it. Okay, so interesting. I don't like that we have to go through this entire thing again, but I guess that does make sense for like the reader. Interesting. I enjoyed that. That was a really cool ending, actually. That's my favorite so far. So we're sticking with VIP all day, and then I actually think the other one is faster, but whatever. Bonnie Bowl, and then we ditch Ike because we have to, because the other one's just an ending, and then we find our friends at the Fazcade. Okay, we're back here. So we have taken VIP up on his challenge, and I think this is the main route. Like, I think telling the staff as well is going to be just an ending. But we've called Mom and we've taken VIP up on his challenge. So now we're going to report VIP to the Pizzaplex staff. Let's see. You can bookmark pages. I've seen Ritos do it. Good idea. Good freaking idea. I didn't even think about that. I think that's a bookmark. It is a bookmark. I just don't know how to do it. Location 314. That's just pi. Wait, 3.1415. that's almost. It's almost pi. If you report VIP to the Pizzaplex staff, tap a watch here. Okay. The Pizzaplex staff couldn't be less interested in your wild story. I knew this was going to happen, by the way. I called it yesterday. We're going to tell the Pizzaplex staff, and they're just going to be like, we don't care. We don't believe you. It would have been really interesting if they said, there's no animatronic pig here. There's no VIP. What are you talking about? The Pizzaplex staff couldn't be less interested in your wild story, and VIP plays dumb, which is quite a stretch for him since he knows so much. But apparently there was a whole procedure in place for when a kid goes missing, which involves securing the Glamrock animatronics in their green rooms and doing a full sweep of the Pizzaplex. Unfortunately, after searching all day, there's still no sign of Ike. Your family moves away from town soon after, and you never stop wondering about what happened to your little brother. That gave me the chills. I think these books have so much potential and are so good because a lot of the time the best parts of these, like the Tales from the Pizzaplex books and stuff like that, are the endings and the last lines. And when you get a book like this where there's multiple endings, you get to do that over and over, and you get to like go to some really deep places without it having to be canon, if you know what I mean. It's really interesting. That's exactly what happens in Security Breach, talking about the Glamrock searching thing. Right. Because isn't it when we initially talked to Vanessa, or when Glamrock Freddy talks to Vanessa, and she goes, Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. I'm sorry, Vanessa. But no, it's one of those things where, like, I think Freddy was supposed to be in his green room while they searched for Gregory initially. So that's interesting. The game's overs are chilling. They really are. Second to worst ending. That's a really bad ending. Like, I feel sorry for them. You know? They're searching for Ike because we ditched him, and our family moves away from town. That's crazy. It's crazy. And it's like, it's mad that they did a full sweep of the Pizzaplex, but they couldn't find Ike. So where is Ike? Some like secure location that they just don't know, or maybe again it could be like a brainwash thing, or he could have run away from the Pizzaplex or something like that. But like, it's very interesting. Officer Vanessa, we don't talk about Bruno. Vanessa saying, I've already alerted the others. Yeah, oh, good point. I want more Vanny content. Yeah, I miss Vanessa, man. Didn't Scott say that he wanted more Vanny because she was underutilized? Our family just gives up. He came out of the photo booth yesterday. Okay. That's very interesting. Just let me get another drink. You're gonna hear me whack open a can, and I swear it's not alcohol. Maybe it should be alcohol though. Maybe it should be a drunk zone stream. classic drunk zone stream. There's a Chica hideout in the sewers. It could be Ike, and it seems like he might have died by Vanny. You know what? At first, I looked at that and I was like, "That's a bit of a weird theory," but you could be right. The only thing is, isn't there like not remains, but like, isn't there like a skirt down there and stuff? I think it was implied that it was a female victim. But I think that also does make sense, to be honest, because Chica was his favorite. And like the Peterplex staff would not search down there in the sewers for a child. Where do you think VIP hid Ike in? The sinkhole is the only area I can think of. I think the sinkhole could make sense as well. But then you also have to think about like timeline implications. I don't know. Interesting. It's interesting. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Pepsi Max because I'm so unhealthy. I don't know if the sinkhole would be opened up yet at this time. Not sure though. That's what I mean. Like, it's a weird situation where while they were building the Peterplex, obviously the whole sinkhole stuff happened, and then it was all like evacuated. But then, what about like the elevator? Yeah, they must have like boarded it off or something. I don't know. It's. I think you could be right about the sewer, because like that is connected to Chica, and they make a big point in this book that Ike likes Chica, and it doesn't really go anywhere if you think about it. It's interesting. That's an interesting thought. It's kind of like, it's a bit random to me, you know, like why would he end up there of all places? What's Pepsi Max? It's I don't really know. You know Pepsi, right? The company that is against Coke is like the Coke's biggest competitor. But the Max version, I think, has less sugar in it or something, or like more caffeine. I don't actually know. I don't know what the difference is between Pepsi and Pepsi Max, but yeah. Pepsi is better. I completely agree. It's just a different flavor of Pepsi. No sugar, no calories. Oh, yeah, okay. No sugar, no calories. It doesn't really say that on the can, though. Oh, no, you're right. Fat, 0 grams. Saturates, 0 grams. Sugars, 0 grams. Salt, 0 grams. That is a lie, by the way. There has to be some sugar in this. Okay. Pepsi much better. Coke tastes like straight sugar water after not drinking a while. That is true. That is true. I did at one point take a large break off of Coke, because like Coke and Pepsi, it's basically all I drink ever. I'm really unhealthy. But like there was a point in time where I was like, okay, I'm gonna quit Coke. And when I say Coke, I don't mean cocaine. I mean Coca-Cola. So I had like a 4-week period where I just didn't drink any fizzy drinks at all. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a can. And I tried it, and I genuinely wanted to be sick. It's really strange how when you don't drink it for so long and then you come back to it, it just tastes horrible, and you know it tastes horrible. But then eventually I got back into it. So it's weird. It's like an addiction thing, right? I think. It's like that thing of like if a smoker... Well, I don't know. It's weird because, yeah, I'm going to quit Coke, Ozone. Okay, bro. Okay, let's stop talking about Coke. Let's go back. So, obviously now we've done everything apart from taking VIP up on his challenge. It's kind of insane that yesterday when we went through this, we didn't get any of these endings. It's kind of weird. It's almost like people knew and then they were voting for the that path on the polls. So let's review the game's rules. I really like this, by the way. This is a really cool page. Yeah. Oh, save locations, page numbers. I didn't see that before. Cool. So okay. So yesterday we did successfully collect 1,000 points, and I think we still had 2 Faz tokens left, which is crazy, and we're playing on normal mode. Anyway, let's see what happens if we were to run out of tokens. Like, let's say we went through a few of the games and we ran out of tokens and we didn't have 1,000 points. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a bad ending as well. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see. You reach into your pocket and come up empty. You are out of Faz tokens. Panic washes over you. VIP, I'm out of tokens. Your voice is thick with emotion, and when you blink, tears fall. Do you have 1,000 points yet? VIP asks. Not yet. Please can I have some more tokens? VIP considers. Of course. You can hardly believe your ears. Really? That's amazing of you, VIP. Thank you. You can have more tokens. Tomorrow. You swallow. What do you mean? Since you played along so well today, I will give you another chance to win my challenge tomorrow. You shake your head. But what about Ike? He can't last until then. I hope that you are wrong, for his sake. What will I tell our mother? Oh, you cannot leave either. We would not want you trying to bring help back to the Pizzaplex. No, if you leave or call anyone for help, you will never find Ike. I can show you somewhere to hide until morning. Until you can beat me, you and your brother will just be another pair of mysteriously missing kids. It will not be the first time, and I dare say it will not be the last. These endings are so good. They're so creepy, and strangely, they're so different. Like, I was prepared for all of these endings to just be the same. Like, you didn't save Ike. You moved away. But, like, no. That one's so creepy. VIP is being creepy, man. If you call anyone for help, you will never find Ike. I can show you somewhere to hide until morning. That's interesting, first of all. I'm immediately thinking Abe, right? So Abe was Bobby Dots, and he was homeless, basically. He was living in the Pizzaplex, and we see places he may have hid in the Pizzaplex and security breach. I think he was hiding in Roxy Raceway for quite a while, and then he gets promoted and gets to the Fazplex Towers. But that's interesting that he can show us somewhere to hide. That shows that, like, VIP knows the Pizzaplex, and he knows it well. He knows it well enough to hide kids from the Pizzaplex staff when they do a full lockdown and a sweep through of the Pizzaplex. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. I love Yankee's reaction to this as well. Yankee going, ooh. I always assumed that It's Happening Again was about Edwin knowing about Mimic's rampage in Eddie's factory. That's a good point. It's Happening Again. Maybe that is related to VIP. I think maybe that's just relating to missing children in the Pizzaplex in general. But yeah, it is interesting that we might be seeing what happened to some of the missing people in the Pizzaplex. Because, like, we saw that newspaper a while ago in Security Breach, but we didn't know what that was relating to. And here's the thing, right? Let's just go out on a limb and say this is the Mimic 1 program, right? Let's say that VIP is connected to the Mimic. If so, there is a genuine reason for him to do this, and that is because of, like, Gregory. because Gregory became patient 46 at some point, and he was killing off all of these therapists, and he was used to kind of give more power to the Mimic, to give more access, and to kind of disguise as a child. And that's why we probably think that Ike was part of that, right? Because he was disguised as a child. Like Mimic 1 is disguised as a child, so it makes him more kind of more, it makes it easier to maneuver around places, and it makes him look less suspicious. So it's interesting. I love this line. You and your brother will just be another pair of mysteriously missing kids. The thing that I like about this line is that it's not saying we are missing kids in the Pizzaplex. Bam, like that's it. It makes us feel really small, right? Because you and your brother will just be another pair of mysteriously missing kids. Like it's no big deal. You're just another pair, right? It will not be the first time, and I dare say it will not be the last. Crazy line right there. That has so many implications. Like, there have been missing children before us, and there will be missing children after us. Shows as well that it's at like a midpoint in the timeline in terms of the Pizzaplex as well. Like, it's been years since the Pizzaplex opened, and we're at a point in the Pizzaplex where Monty's Maze is a thing. We've never heard of Monty's Maze before because it was so early on in the Pizzaplex's life. Crazy. It's crazy. I love how I'm having a really serious conversation topic and people are saying very informative Riz and Tiger Riz. Mimic got Riz. Just another lost cause. That's such a terrifying last few lines. Exactly. It's also like VIP absolutely knows that he has the upper hand. He's willing to share this information with us that there have been missing kids and there will be more missing kids. He's willing to share with us that he is this power, this fundamental force in the Pizzaplex that always wins. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's kind of crazy and makes you think, because exactly how many kids have died in the Pizzaplex, and does the blob play into that? I didn't even consider the blob, really. We don't really know what the blob is, but it could be that connection of like missing children, missing people. Just a note, like in Security Breach, it's not a missing children's incident necessarily, it's a missing persons incident. So it doesn't actually have to be children, but it seems like it's a collection of people that the Mimic is taking. And I think Vanny is probably big in that as well, but I think VIP could even be one of those forces that is happening for that. How many kids have gone missing and ignored? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. And like, considering all of the stories that we've heard about in Tales from the Pizzaplex and how well it's been covered up, it's crazy. It's crazy how much power both Fazbear Entertainment have as a company in like covering up the past and stuff like that, especially with like FNAF VR and stuff like that, where we have the indie developer which is writing stories about previous things that have happened and like joking about them. But like, it's crazy that Fazbear Entertainment have that much power, and it's crazy that the Mimic has this much power over Fazbear Entertainment. It's like it's a whole hierarchy here. It's really cool to read these stories. And yeah, of course, I am assuming here that this is the Mimic program. I don't know what else it could be. Like, surely it's not just another artificial intelligence. Surely it has to be another branch of the Mimic program. Really, really interesting. Fazbear Entertainment is just like Umbrella Corporation. I'm not sure where that's from. I think these parents are trying to get rid of kids at this point. Yeah, like I have. You must have a lot of faith in Well, like, yeah, actually, that's a good point, because before, like, right at the beginning, oh, it's from Resident Evil. That makes sense. Because of the logo, right? It's like an umbrella. I know nothing about Resident Evil, by the way, apart from that. But yeah, right at the beginning of the story, I think it was us that said, it was Devon that said, the pizza place is the safest place on Earth. And then the mother was like, no, absolutely not. That was just what Fazbear Entertainment said. So it's almost like she knows that there have been incidents before, but she's still giving us this chance to be at the pizza place. She's still taking us to the pizza place and leaving us alone. It's really weird how parents know, yet they are still completely oblivious to it. It's almost like they know about the past, but they're oblivious to the present. Like they don't realize that things that happened in the past from Fazbear Entertainment, the Bite of 83, the Bite of 87, the Missing Children incident, all these other kids that have gone missing because of Fazbear Entertainment directly. It's almost like they thought, no, that's the past. They are now better. No, they're not. They're even worse because of this Mimic program and stuff like that. So it is crazy. I'm saying crazy a lot. I'm really sorry. Okay, spoilers for Ozone, do not read. Okay, I'm not going to read that then. I'm going to look away from chat for a little bit while we see if we can try and get another ending. So that's what happens when you don't successfully get the correct amount of points. That's a cool ending. Okay. I am just going to wait for you guys to send a few chats so that I can't see what's happening in chat, because I don't want to see a spoiler if possible. So you want to stick with VIP, tap or touch here. Oh, my throat's already doing that thing where it's like, it's kind of, I'm starting to get a sore throat, but like my throat isn't getting sore. I can just tell I'm about to get a sore throat if I keep talking. I'm just going to save my voice a little bit and drink a bit of Pepsi Max, which is probably not the best cure for sore throats, but whatever. There's one really cool game over. Can't wait for you to see it. I cannot wait to see myself. So what I do know is that there was a whole minigame that we just didn't play, which is interesting. So we're going to play that as well, but apparently it's game breaking. So I don't know how it's game breaking, but we'll figure that out, I'm sure. we'll break the game. Okay. Oh, I accidentally skipped. Sometimes I press right in order to go to the next page on here, and then it like lags a bit, and then I press right again and it skips a page. It's weird. So what do we want to do? What endings did I get yesterday? I only got one ending. I got the ending where we saved Ike successfully. So we got like the good ending. And today we've gotten a few game overs. Basically just VIP being creepy and Ike going missing. I'm going to eat cereal and get some Dr. Pepper coconut. Dr. Pepper coconut? What? Have tea, my good friend? I don't like tea. I actually don't like tea. How's the Pepsi? It is very yummy. Oh, no, you're talking about the Pepsi coconut. That is weird to me. Okay. So, first of all, let's go to Monty's Maze. Because we know how to successfully do this. You just keep pressing left or you keep going left. Oh my god. Okay. Tap a touch here. Yeah, we know you keep going left. Oh wait, how am I? Wait. I think I've fricked it. No. No. I ruined it. That's a cool shot of Monty, but I don't want to see it right now. Okay. So here it is. Here. Okay. I'm so sorry. I messed this up so badly. Okay. If you go to Monty's maze, here we go. We've gone to Monty's maze. Remove one Faz token. Cool. Next page, please. I have pressed right. I want to go to the next page. Oh, that's weird. It's showing on the stream, but on my screen, I'm still on the same page. That's really strange. I assume Glitch Trap took control of 5 laps at Freddy's. I don't know about that. I don't know if that game's canon at all. Ozone, don't take this as a fact because I'm not too sure, but I think you might have skipped a game over at the beginning. I'm saying this because I remember Ike being there. Again, I'm not sure. If anyone else can verify what I said, it would be great. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else can confirm or deny. Because of course I would love to get all the endings, but I don't think we skipped. Did we skip an ending? You think we did? Oh. Can someone tell me where that is? I don't know if we, did we? Because again, one of the options is bugged. Someone tell me, if you can remember, what option. I don't remember, I think it was Call Mom. We called Mom. We called Mom before. Try and loom when you meet VIP onwards. Try and loom. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. Try and look when you meet VIP onwards. Okay, let's have a look. We'll come back to VIP's game in a minute. So this is the intro. So easy and normal doesn't actually matter, really. It doesn't matter to us right now, because we're just kind of. Can you say we're fly hacking? We're fly hacking this book. So you have to add the VIP pass to your inventory. That doesn't even matter. That just gives you access to all of the games and stuff. Use a pass at the terminal or use a pass at the gate. This doesn't matter either way, because if we use the pass at the gate, we get some useful information and then we go back to the pass at the terminal. So going to the terminal is going to happen either way. Tap or touch here has to happen. So yeah, we've met VIP here. It's not promising something you can't keep way back. Oh, it's bugged. I see. So we don't make a promise we can't keep. Okay. Now you're talking, pig. You say, let's go. So yeah, okay. So I was confused about this because he said you can visit many locations closed to the public, the rehearsal room, the kitchen, parts and services. You would love to brag to your friends about seeing some hidden parts of the Pizzaplex. Now you're talking, pig. You say, let's go. So I'm assuming we're going to get the option to visit these places. So, okay. So look, I'm going to press the right button. Yeah, and see, that takes us to the other option. So it is bugged. Have I got an ending with Ike? Well, I have. We got the ending where we call Mum, and therefore she comes and we get Ike and we go home, but then Ike goes back to the Pizzaplex, we assume it's a different Ike. It's not the real Ike. So we have gotten that ending. It's bugged, unfortunately, but I do have screenshots of said ending on my phone. Okay. I don't want to do that. I don't want to like look at screenshots. I want to see if I can find it in the book, because obviously it's going to be in the book somewhere. Is it? Can someone confirm or deny if it's like a choice between the rehearsal room, kitchen, and parts and service? Is that what this is supposed to lead to? Is it supposed to lead to a choice where we pick one of these rooms? Is there no way to look at the pages manually? Because the one that is bugged is really cool. I'm not talking about the fake Ike one. Yeah, no, there's no option, but we can look through manually. I just don't want to try and look through it manually and then I don't want to try and look through it manually and then accidentally see another ending, if you know what I mean. I forgot everything about this book. Good to know. It leads to a game over. Okay. If you're on Google Playbooks, you can find it that way. I'm going to have a look if I can find Google Playbooks. Give me a second. Google Playbooks VIP. FNAF. Okay, Google Play, get for free. Read. Okay, so I have Google Playbooks. I don't mind this format actually. This is quite nice. Actually, no, it's yeah. So I make a promise you can't keep. Or I don't make a promise that you can't keep. Okay, it looks like a pizza. There's so much to do. No, it's bugged on here as well. Because it says, now you're talking, pig, you say, let's go. And then it goes to, there's so much to do at the Mega Pizzaplex. Oh, I found it. I know where it is. Okay. I manually found it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to manually find it. So you go... So, okay. Here is what you do if you say that you can keep a promise. You just go to Bonnie Bowl, right? And then here you tap or touch the Bonnie Bowl. If you go to the next page, yeah, okay. So this is where it's supposed to lead you. Okay. Sorry guys, that was strange. It is so weird that books have bugs. I wonder if they're able to fix that in the ebook version. Let me find what page. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is it. This is 100% it. So VIP's directions lead you into Rockstar Row, past display cases of props and the Glamrock green rooms to an unmarked red door behind a cardboard cutout of Monty Gator. Ooh. It's locked, but your pass grants you access. You open the... Interesting that your VIP pass, grants you access to the back rooms of Freddy's. Isn't that weird? That's weird. You open the door and hesitate when you see a murky corridor stretching ahead. Where does this go, you ask? A kaleidoscopic golden purple background pulses behind VIP. Where the magic happens. He sweeps his wand over his head, leaving a trail of golden sparkles. The first stop is something really special. Go straight and take the third right. Oh my god, we're going to see loads of dead bodies, aren't we? We're going to go to the back rooms and see so many dead children. It's going to be like a slaughter room or something. Before you can stop Ike, he marches forward, holding the gamepad at arm's length in front of him. You shrug and follow. As VIP leads you and your brother deeper into the bowels of the Pizzaplex. Interesting wording there. I'm sorry, I'm going to highlight that. You begin to feel disconcerted. That's really funny. I love that they use that again. It's almost like we now know what that word means. Sorry. You don't think you can find your way back without him. You wonder if he's intentionally confusing you. Oh, definitely. Are we there yet? You say. Yes. Open the door at the end of the hall. The door is marked storage. Oh no. This is where they store the dead kids. I'm sure we're going to find the dead kids. The dead kids. Disconcerting callback. Let's go. Devin using that word as many times as he could. Yeah, now he knows the definition because of VIP. Ain't no way he said that's where the magic happens. Okay. I do not want to spoil the surprise. It's definitely a bunch of dead kids. VIP's glasses flash white, obscuring his eyes. Ike opens the door and it smells like something has spoiled. Oh no. Despite the truly terrible stench, Ike darts inside and disappears into the dark room. A moment later, the light from the gamepad blinks out. Ike? You call out. No answer. Or is it going to be Ike's dead body? Ooh. Ike and VIP are whispering to each other, but you can't make out their words. Oh no, we haven't ditched Ike yet, have we? Have we ditched Ike? I think Ike is with us. Yeah, Ike is with us. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Not funny, guys, you say. You step into the room and feel along the wall by the door for a light switch. Come on, Ike, stop messing around. It stinks in here. The door slams shut behind you. Ike laughs. You jump. Hey, why would you do that? I promised to listen to VIP, Ike replies. Oh my god, he is throwing us under the bus. You stumble into a pole chain dangling from the ceiling. You yank it and the light turns on. Ike is still standing by the door, pointing at you and howling with laughter. I wish I could see your face, he says. A small human skeleton slumps against the wall next to Ike, wearing a tattered Glamrock Freddy t-shirt and cradling a familiar-looking gamepad. Oh my god. VIP, is this a prop room for Halloween? Your voice trembles. Ike screams, his wide eyes fixed behind you. You spin around and see 3 more bodies in various stages of decomposition sprawled on the floor. From their size, they were kids about your age. A cracked gamepad lies beside a message written in dust on the dirty white tiles. VIP. Small shards of glass are missing from its shattered screen. There is blood. You rush back to the door and try to pull it open, but it's locked. Access denied. VIP's face jitters and tears. Now you have no choice but to stay with me. Forever. Together forever, huh? Cool, I love that. That's really cool. People are just putting emojis on what Ike is doing. Crying and then devil emoji. Interesting ending. So that's his, first of all, that's his hiding space. That's where he hides all of his dead kids. That's interesting. You joining Psychic Stream later? I probably will. That's where he that's where they're making new graphics, right? A new sprite. Fun exclusive fact for you guys. I am currently commissioning new Ozone sprites. And they have a theme. And they look really sick so far. So I'm really excited. I think that's tomorrow. Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know. What's Psychic Stream later then? But yeah, I'm getting new sprites. So there's going to be one more video with my old sprites, and then from then on, there's going to be new Ozone sprites, which I'm really excited about because they look really cool. But yeah, this is a cool ending. A message written in dust on the dirty white tiles. VIP. Damn, that's really cool. Love this ending. So yeah, it's showing us that this has happened before, 100%, and this is where he's hiding the kids. Quick question. Are we able to find this in Security Breach? Where are we again? Where are we? Oh, we're behind a cardboard cutout of Monty Gator. I'm assuming that doesn't exist. Past display cases of props and the Glamrock green rooms to an unmarked red door behind a cardboard cutout of Monty Gator. I'm assuming this doesn't, or it might be a level 10 door in Security Breach. I don't know if anybody has found this. Really quickly, and I mean quickly, I'm going to I'm gonna do this. I will be back in like 2 minutes. If you guys want to just kind of chat away and chat, I will be back in 2 minutes. I just need like a drink of water and just something to eat real quick, and I don't want you listening to me chew. So I will be back really imminently. I'm actually going to write some text, and I'm going to be that nice guy who writes text saying I'll be back. But yeah, I'll be back in a min. Cool. Right, give me just 1 second and I will be back. Thank you all. All right. Oh, I just got an ad. I just got an ad on my TV. Hello, I'm back. So, I see you guys talking in chat, and I'm reading what you're saying. I did get an ad right before Ozone came back to you. It is weird how that works. I literally unmuted and then an ad came on my screen. That was really funny. So sorry if you just got an ad. Obviously, ads are how I keep the channel running. So I'm sorry. So yeah, I have been reading the chat, and you guys are debating whether VIP is a standalone thing, or if it's the Mimic program. And I really think like this is the biggest question coming from this book. I'm assuming it doesn't get clarified upon in any of the endings or anything like that. But this is a big question, because like here's the debate, right? If VIP is his own standalone thing, why is he malicious? That's my big question to you. If he has nothing to do with the Mimic program, why is VIP malicious? Where has VIP come from? Who built VIP? Like, there's a lot of questions I have from that I don't really understand. Alternatively, on the other side, if we're saying that the VIP is the Mimic program, this happens before the storyteller. where the Mimic program is widespread. So why would the VIP in particular, who seems to have like multiple screens and stuff, like is able to control multiple parts of the Pizzaplex, why would VIP in particular have the Mimic program? So to me, like I'm not entirely sure. I haven't fully formed an opinion yet. I'm just going ahead thinking VIP is a branch of the Mimic. It's hard. It's hard to know. I think it just makes more sense for him to be part of the Mimic program because, as I say, he is malicious. He has bad intent. He's killing kids. He is absolutely killing kids. And, you know, like, this whole arc at the moment in the FNAF franchise is the Mimic. So, like, why wouldn't this be the Mimic? It is a digital thing. You guys are saying, like, at this point, the Mimic is down below the Pizzaplex. Absolutely, the physical version is. But don't forget that there is the physical Mimic, as well as the Mimic 1 program, which can be in like multiple places at different times. Obviously, we have Glitchtrap, we have Tiger Rock, we have the Helpy program in the Vanny Mask, and like we have different victims. We have like Gregory, Tape Girl, Vanny. Like there's a lot of different things going on with the Mimic, and I feel like the VIP could be the branch, a branch of one of them. But at the same time, absolutely, Cross Corp, a story is just a story. Maybe it isn't that far, you know. He's only malicious if they don't want the tour. Well, kind of, but at the same time, like VIP was built to send invites without like permission from it, like without approval from anyone else. He's sending invites out to children, like in the nearby area, who is not missing or deceased, right? And he's sending out these invites to people who haven't been in the last 6 months, so that he can get them and make them go missing. Like, sure, it takes a betrayal in some way to make this happen. And I mean, there is the whole debate of like, yeah, Devon is in some way a bad person because he's leaving his brother behind and stuff. But like, the consequence for that is so out of pocket, right? It's so overwhelmingly big. It is just weird. I think VIP is really evil, to be honest. I think it is just evil. The employees just work with VIP whenever something happens. Exactly. But I think that's just like a point for like Fazbear Entertainment employees are just awful. They don't care. The VIP is GLaDOS. Yeah. At the beginning, he says he feels mistreated by kids and just wants them to play with him, which is why he tricks Devon into playing with him. That's why the beginning foreshadows AI having emotions. Yeah, exactly. Wow. This is an interesting debate. I'm actually going to ask the chat here. Obviously, this isn't going to be a poll that matters at all. But I'm gonna start a poll of what do you think about VIP? He is a standalone AI, or he is a Mimic branch. Sorry guys if you just got an ad as well. Okay, so let's see what you guys think. We are going to continue getting more endings and stuff in a minute. It's just interesting to have this debate, and while I am here and talking to you, it's really cool to kind of be able to fire ideas out to you, ask questions to you guys, so that I can build up knowledge for myself if I want to make videos on this, which I definitely do. It is interesting that like 70% of you, right now is saying he's a standalone AI. I didn't think it would be that way around. That is interesting. It is just very interesting that this does happen before the storyteller, and I think that is the big point against it being the mimic. I feel like he's the mimic the way he could go into all the other screens. That's what I mean. Like, whatever you think, VIP at the moment, we know that VIP is connected in some way to the Pizzaplex. So if this is the mimic program, then how come it takes a huge tree and a tiger head for the mimic to be here? That's a good point, actually. The mimic is imported into the Pizzaplex via the tiger head. So it's almost like the mimic doesn't exist anywhere near the Pizzaplex until the tiger head is there. It's so strange. It's so weird being before the storyteller. Unless this is the, again, Edwin meant, another AI infecting the Pizzaplex. Oh! I didn't think about that. Did he say that? Did he imply that the whole like mimic thing has happened again? I do remember him saying like he said something about like, oh no, the mimic has returned, not again, or something like that. I don't remember. Get over 1,000 points because there's a lot lore about VIP. We already did the 1,000 points. That's like the neutral ending. Just seems weird that VIP never tries to lure them to free the mimic. Guess. Edwin just says it's happening again when he sees the mimic. Maybe his mission is to... Maybe his mission... Oh my gosh, cup of tea. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. Oh my gosh. Hope you're doing well. I haven't read this yet for myself, so I've enjoyed listening to these streams in the background. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. Wow. I also remember it's really cool that you're like a fan, or like you listen to these streams and stuff, because I have seen like your Minecraft stuff, and it's insane. It's insane. Maybe you could add on some VIP stuff into your map. Did you? I swear you made the like the ruined version as well. It's crazy. I wish I had that sort of talent. So the mimic now mimicking Mr. Hippo's dialogues. Edwin just says it's happening again when he sees the mimic. Does he? Does he really? I can't believe I forgot about that. The it's happening again as well. It's just like the is a line in security breach, right? It's one of the notes that we pick up. Ozone, there's a room you haven't checked yet. Is there? Not sure what you mean by that. Sorry. It's weird because they make a big point about the differences the mimic causes in the system, like the Glamrock's over-exaggerated personalities. They're things not present in VIP. Yes and no. The thing that is present in VIP, which, thank you for reminding me actually, the thing that's present in VIP is the fact that VIP can almost infect the animatronics at free will. And he can talk to us through the animatronics. And the animatronics absolutely know. They know that the VIP exists. The employees know that VIP exists. So yeah, I think you might be right in the fact that Edwin, when the mimic became a part of the Pizzaplex, maybe it's a thing of like, this has happened before with VIP. It is strange. It is very strange. Obviously, VIP isn't a thing in the Mega Pizzaplex when we play Security Breach. So they must have found out or something. This is all really weird. This is some really strange lore. Really strange. Okay, let's continue. So what I want to do is I want to... Oh, you can just go back? Oh, that's so sick. I didn't realize you could do that. Okay. I really like these interactive novels. They're really cool. So, head towards Bonnie Bowl. What do we want to do? Find our friends at the Fazcade. So, okay, we want to go and play some of the games, right? And we want to see what happens when you die. And we also want to play that new game. Or not the new game, but like the game that we haven't played that breaks the game. You know what? Let's do that first. I'm interested in how this breaks the game. Okay. So, we want to... Where is it? We want to go to the alcove. The arcade alcove, I think it's called. Okay. Oh, interesting. In the alcove are 2 arcade games, Cyberfox vs. Mecha Mangle and Funtime Fantasy. You haven't seen those particular titles in the Fazcade before. I think these are both in Security Breach. Can someone tell me if they are in Security Breach or not? If anybody knows. You haven't seen those particular titles in the Fazcade before. You're itching to try them, but they each require a Faz token to play. You doubt you would score very high on them the first time you play, so they probably aren't worth the token or your time. The machines are placed on either side of the terminal with a chair in front of it. This looks like it's set up for someone to watch a movie, perhaps as a distraction for a little kid. You wish you'd seen this earlier because it would have been a great place to station Ike while you played these video games with your friends. I must warn you, if you continue to dawdle like this, you will never see Ike again, VIP says. The rules stipulate that you have to play games and win points. You doubt it's a good idea to provoke VIP, but you're tempted to browse the offerings on the terminal just to ignore him. Oh, interesting. So, okay. If you sit at the terminal, tap a touch here. If you go to Monty's Maze, tap a touch here. If you go to Freddy's Fazzablast, or if you go to Roxy Raceway. Obviously, we've done these 3 before. They just take you back. So we have to sit at the terminal. But, so what? Are we literally just going to do nothing? I'm a bit confused. God, you guys are chatting a lot. Let me just have a look. VIP seems weird, as it seems like it should be the Mimic one, but it's too early to be the Mimic one. Maybe it's an early test of the storyteller. You could be right. It just seems a bit random that, like, this isn't the point at which the Mimic gets infected, or the Petaplex gets infected by the Mimic program. It just seems like a strange... It's such a strange story. It's so strange how VIP is just separate from all of it. Because we've never heard of VIP before. Okay. Let's continue. So you move to the terminal and are shocked to find Glamrock Freddy's head resting on the chair. Huh? Ruin? What's this doing here? Your curiosity gets the better of you, so you pick it up. The head is lighter than it looks, with wires and circuits inside. It's just your size. You sit down and place the head on your lap, and the terminal switch on. Not this thing, VIP yawns widely. What is it? You ask. Letters appear on the screen. MOE ready. Place the helmet on your head to begin. This is the max occupancy experience, VIP explains dismissively. With the upcoming expansion, many sections will be closed and under construction. Wink wink. If the Petaplex is ever at maximum capacity, stations like this can provide guests with a virtual day at the Petaplex. Oh, wait, that's really cool. I've never heard of this before. It is experimental, and no one has volunteered to test it, VIP says. How many Faz tokens to use it, you ask. It is free, because it is obviously not as good as the real thing. Even those ancient arcade games are more enjoyable. The words, say no to Mo, scroll down the screen behind VIP. So, let me guess. Let me guess what's going to happen here. How many Faz tokens to use it? It is free. I'm assuming that's why this is game breaking, because you can probably just replay it over and over again and just keep getting points. So yeah. Am I the only bugging a bit on stream? Is the stream okay? Mine's stuttering a bit too. Is it a big problem, or can I just keep going? Oh, hi Solar. How's it going? I think it seems better now. I'm just gonna keep going. Let me know if there's a point where it's unbearable. But yeah. Sorry guys. Okay. So if we put on the helmet, if we go to Monty's Maze, Freddy's Fazbear Black. Okay. So the only option is to put on the helmet, which we want to do anyway. So I'm assuming this is just going to get us infinite points. It feels strange to put on Freddy's head, but once the helmet settles into place, it's rather cozy and smells like a brand new car. You can see the terminal in front of you. The mask's eyes must also be a screen because a heads-up display shows a full battery charge. A pleasant male voice comes from speakers near your ears. Thank you for choosing the max occupancy experience. We know you are disappointed that the Mega Pizzaplex has reached maximum capacity, or your favourite attraction is currently under construction, or unavoidable circumstances for which we cannot be held liable have temporarily disrupted available services. I feel like this is a reference to under construction, because that's exactly what happens in under construction. The thing is not in use and then someone dies in it. So then they're like, but what if someone still wants to play that game? Well, we have this helmet. You're beginning to have second thoughts about this, but before you can remove the helmet, the voice resumes. This high-quality recreation of the Pizzaplex was designed to be indistinguishable from the real thing, and in some ways, the Mo is even better. There is a very low chance of involuntary dismemberment or lobotomy. That is so good to hear. All food contains 0 calories. Wait, that's sick. During your virtual visit, all games provide 10 times their usual points, which may still be exchanged at the real prize center. Tap Start to initialize the Mo. A green button labelled Start floats in front of you. Below it is a red cancel button. So we're going back to the the VR, AR sort of stuff that's happening in the Pizzaplex. You know, back to like those tale stories. This is really reminding me of Tiger Rock, where, oh my gosh, what happens to Tiger Rock? Doesn't Kai put on the VR headset or something, and then he goes to like a really distant future Pizzaplex with like realistic looking animatronics, and then he sees Tiger Rock, and then Tiger Rock follows him home or something. It kind of reminded me of that, where like you put on a VR headset and it's another version of the Pizzaplex. Note that if you use the Mo, you must restart this game from the beginning. All game uses will be reset. You can keep current points and replay any games you have already played. Wait. Hang on. Wait. Okay. You tap Start with your finger and the words, "Are you sure?" Y or N appear on the screen. Sure, why not? You tap the Y and slowly the virtual room around you transitions to a familiar place. You are in the atrium, standing by a terminal that is currently running a flashy ad for Monty's Gator Golf. VIP waits on your gamepad, ready to offer suggestions. You reach up and feel the Glamrock Freddy helmet on your head, so you know you're in the Mo. But everything looks really realistic, right down to simulated people walking around. Psst! VIP calls to you from the gamepad. Listen, we don't have much time. The background behind him is sky blue with pink and white cherry blossoms drifting diagonally. Stop rushing me, you say. I'm going to play some games now, alright? No, I mean, he's gonna be here any minute. He who? VIP. Aren't you VIP? You ask. You wonder if the Mo has scrambled his programming. Yes, I'm VIP, Virtual Informative Pig. Oh my gosh. VIP, Very Informative Pig, won't want me to tell you something very important about the Mo, so quickly pay attention to these updated rules. Oh my gosh, this is so complicated. So there's multiple VIPs? Oh my gosh. You like Virtual Informative Pig more than his know-it-all counterpart. While you're in the Mo, special conditions apply, he explains. Your scores are multiplied by 10. So 300 points times 10 would give you scratch your head. It's easy. On the gamepad, he shows the number 300. Just add an extra 0 on the end. Wow. FNAF books are teaching me how to do math now. A 0 rolls onto the screen from the right and crashes into the 300, making it 3000. Wow. VIP must honour this. The games may be simulated, but in the Pizzaplex, points are points. Also, when restarting the game, you can keep any points you've already earned. You now have all of the Faz tokens you started with again, and all games you've already played are reset, so you can play them again. Sweet. That is enough from you, Virtual Interfering Pig. The real VIP drops onto the screen. I love how they keep doing this bit, it's so funny. He points his magic wand at this doppelganger. Phasmorgia! Oh no, I said that wrong. Phasmagoria! Writhing purple energy emanates from the wand and swirls around the nicer VIP. That's the funniest word that's ever been in a FNAF book. Good luck, Devon. Virtual Informative Pig's words fade with him. Now get on with it, VIP says. Make a note that Mo's special conditions are in effect. Multiply any new points you acquire by 10. If this is your second time or beyond in the Mo, make a note that double Mo's special conditions are in effect. Multiply any new points you acquire by 100. Are you kidding me? You may keep your current points and replay any games you have already played. You may also keep any items in your inventory. Now, hang on 1 second. So we're wearing the Mo, meaning we're now in a virtual Pizzaplex. And yet we can go into the Mo within the Mo, meaning we times our points by 10 twice. So can we just keep going into the Mo? So technically we could get like 3 million points. Is that right? Am I assuming correctly? I love how people are really like convoluting the FNAF timeline because of VIP. It's really funny. Confusion time has come. It's so weird how this is a thing. Like, what were they thinking when they were writing this? This is a huge flaw within the book. What the hell? This is like, what the hell? So all we need to do is go into the mode twice and then get 1 point and we've won. And it's crazy how you can go through all of the games. Like yesterday we got 1,000 points. We got exactly 1,000 points. And then we still had 2 Faz tokens left. But either way, we could have gone into here and gone all of our Faz tokens back, as well as multiplying all of our points that we get from then on by 100. This is crazy. Why is this a thing? This book would be completely fine if this part just wasn't a thing. There's a reason for the high points. What do you mean? Somebody elaborate. I'm confused. I love how you guys are just debating things. It could be an easy skip, or it's for lore. Oh right, you're saying that you're saying you think there's probably a reason why they put this in the book. I don't know. I think it's just a flaw with the book. I think they just didn't think it through. It's so weird. There's something you need to get a lot of points to get? Really? Really? Mo is good for getting the points you need to get into a certain door. You have to get 10,000 points? Okay, so let's just say that we went through the Mo twice, right? Because it says that you can have a double Mo special conditions. So now every point that we get is multiplied by 100. So really, we don't need 100. We need, oh sorry, we don't need 10,000. We need 100. We need 100 points. I'm so confused. I want to know where the special door is though, but let's have a look. So Chica's Candy Crane, that just gives you 100 points. So now we have 10,000 points. That's so stupid. Do we not have 10,000 points? I'm really confused because you guys are saying there's a door, but I don't know where this door is. Maybe it's in the Monty Maze. Okay, so let's return to the atrium. Actually, no. Let's do Mangle's quest, just so that we complete. So, oh yeah, this is where we just get a Faz token. Okay, fair. If you play Chica's Candy Crane, okay, cool. So now we want to explore the atrium, and let's go to Monty's Maze. Can't remember where the door is. Sounds like you guys are making things up. Okay. So, we still don't have a balloon. Where is this balloon coming from? Okay. We don't have a balloon. So here, we know that we need to go left over and over and over again. So let's be systematic about this and let's go forward. Okay. You go straight until you hit an intersection and have to choose whether to go left or right. At this point, there's no way to tell which is the better option, so you turn right. A short distance later, the path twists and forces you to turn right, a dead end. You double back and go straight past your original path. The path twists and turns, but every choice looks exactly the same. You wish you had some way to mark the walls, but the Pizzaplex probably discourages guests from that anyway, so you follow your instincts and randomly turn left or right, hoping to get a sense of where you are. Finally, you reach something different. The path turns left, but several planks have been knocked out of the wall, creating a new path to the right. Oh! Deep gashes along the sides of the makeshift exit suggest it was done by someone with large claws, a lot of attitude, and very little patience. Check out Rockstar Row. We'll have a look in a bit. So let's just go left here because we haven't done that before. Okay, we haven't done this before. You continue on in this direction for about a minute before the path leads you to your right. Then it's another minute and another right turn. You pick up your pace, worried about spending too much time in the maze. In the distance, a growling voice echoes, "Over here!" The section of the maze only seems to give you right turns, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Around and around he goes. VIP sings as he twirls around and around the screen like a spinning top. Where he stops, no one knows. 20 minutes later, you turn a corner and find yourself in a dead end. Oh, come on, you shout. You're tired and sweaty, so you sit down on the fake grass and stare up at the high walls around you. No palm tree leaves here because you're deep in the maze. Sit here long enough and Monty will find you, the VIP says. He raises a hand with a giant foam Monty hand and swipes the fake claws at you. Rawr. You sigh, mop sweat from your brow, and climb back onto your sore feet. You hurry back through the maze, retracing your steps to the entrance of the spiral. You can continue forward through the hole in the wall or turn right and head back into the entrance. Okay, so I think we want to go through the hole in the wall, so let's go forward. You climb through the hole in the wall and wince as a sliver of wood digs into your right hand. You pull out the splinter and a red bead wells up on your palm. You hope Monty Gator can't smell blood. Moving on, after several turns you encounter what would have been a dead end, only Monty has created another hole to escape. You climb through this one more carefully. That was weird. You climb through this one more carefully and find yourself at an intersection, offering paths straight ahead to your left and to your right. Before you can decide, you hear a gruff voice say, "Hey, little guy." Love that. Monty emerges from the corridor in front of you. The yellow and green alligator animatronic stomps in your direction, arms to both sides and flexing his clawed fingers. His tail sways from side to side behind him. You can't see his eyes behind his star-shaped glasses, but his snapping jaw with rows of sharp teeth fills you with dread. You're not sure what else you were expecting. The broken walls may as well have been signs reading "This way to Monty." Okay. So, where'd you get the candy again from? Where'd you get the candy from again? You get that from... Those are the Bonnie bites, right? You get that from... Is it the Chica thing? No. I forgot where you get that from. But we did have the candy yesterday. And I think we did this yesterday, did we? Yeah, we did that yesterday. Okay, so let's go back. And let's run instead. You spin around and bolt away from Monty. You run so fast that you keep bumping into walls and push yourself off, taking directions at random. Simply trying to put distance between you and the roaring animatronic pounding close on your heels. If you can get ahead of him, maybe you can lose him in these labyrinthine corridors. Trouble is, Monty moves so much faster than you, it seems like he's teleporting. He also knows the maze better than you, so he keeps appearing ahead of you, and you scramble to get away. You get the sense that he's herding you. Then you know that he is because you blunder into a dead end, exactly what he's doing. You hear heavy, angry breathing behind you. Animatronics don't breathe, do they? So he's just making that sound to terrify you. It's working. You turn and Monty stalks towards you, his segmented yellow and green tail whipping back and forth and thumping hollowly against the walls. He reaches his arms out and scrapes his claws along the wooden walls, leaving deep gnashes in the planks. "Game over, kid," he says. Monty reaches down and grabs you with his powerful arms and quickly carries you to the exit. At least you made it out the maze alive. The exit dumps you back into the atrium at a door you hadn't noticed previously, though now you see Monty's footprints on the patterned carpet leading into it. Okay. So there you go. That's yeah, we did that. Let's go back. Okay, so we've done the run, we've done the candy. We've done the left and the right, technically. And so we've done the left here. Not all of the choices are left, but we haven't looked right yet at all. So let's go right. You turn right, and after walking for 30 feet, you have the choice to turn left or continue forward. On the wall to your right, you notice a small L in permanent marker on one of the planks close to the ground. Okay, so let's... On the wall to your right, you notice a small L in permanent marker. So we want to go forward, don't we? Let's just go forward. I'm doing this really unsystematically. You go forward, and after a short distance, the path twists to your left. You walk for a long time, and it twists to the left again. At the end of this corridor, it turns left, and then immediately left again. Is this what the mysterious L meant? You're excited because this could mean you're on the right track. At the end of this corridor, you turn right around a wall. The path takes you left around another wall. The maze takes you back and forth in this fashion several more times before you reach an intersection. You can go left or right. On the wall in front of you, there is a small L in permanent marker on one of the planks close to the ground. Okay. So let's go left. Oh my god, there's so many options. You go left, and after a short distance, the path twists your left. For a long time, it twists to the left again. Corridor turns left, immediately left again. Seems familiar. You think there will be a right, then a left. And sure enough, at the end of this corridor, you make a right around a wall. This path takes you to a left around another wall. The maze takes you back and forth in this fashion several more times before you reach an intersection. You can go left or right, but the L on the wall in front of you tells you you've probably wasted your time. You'll know for sure if you turn right and end back up to the entrance of the maze. Yeah, we're back at the entrance, aren't we? Are we back at the entrance? Let's remember location 640. Yeah, we're back at the entrance, yeah. Oh my gosh. So I took a whole circle because I went left, 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 and then right back to the entrance. Okay, that makes sense. No way, the path to playable Luigi in Mario 64. I was thinking that actually. I was thinking L is not real. Or L is real, or whatever. While I'm here, or not while I'm here, but you know what I mean. VIP, so D-Time, I've actually seen this in my server. D-Time made a map. Of course he made a map, like that was just, of course that happened. He made a map for Monty's Maze. And I want to see if we can kind of follow it a little bit. Not to cheat, but I just want to see where we've been and stuff. So, Monty's Maze. So, you know what I need for streams? I need a hand thing. Let me get an image of a hand, which I am using from a Midnight Motorist video. Where is my hand? Point. There we go. Okay. So, here is end, start, dead end, various twists and turns, repetitive sections. Okay, good. I like this key right here. That's very cool. I just want to make sure this is actually showing up on the stream. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wait, is it working well? Why do I need a hand? Just so I can point to things. Okay. So we've been around this spiral. So this is where you go around and then right at the end there's a dead end. So then we go all the way back. And then various twists and turns, whatever. This has the same choices as one. 6 link. This is where we just were, right? We just go around. We keep going left, 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 and then we go right back to the entrance. Where is the entrance? D-Time, your map is confusing. Is this the entrance? This has the same... Okay, I'm so confused. Literally, I cannot be bothered to follow that. Don't tell D-Time I said that. So we did go right, and then we went left, didn't we? Oh no, we went forward. So we want to go left here. You turn left, and the path immediately twists to the right. You walk for a bit and twist to the left. At the end of this corridor, it turns right, and then I hate this section. I hate when it goes, you go right, then you go left, then you go right. It's actually really boring. The maze takes you back and forth several more times before you feel like you might be getting somewhere. You take a right and then walk for a bit, and then another right. After a short walk, you make it one more right. At the end of the corridor, you can go right or keep going left. Keep going straight. On the wall to your left, you notice a small L and permanent mark on one of the planks close to the ground. So we want to go forward. I'm actually really lost. Oh, and we're back at the start. Let's go left. I'm just as confused. It's so confusing. So yesterday we went left, 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 left. So now we're going to go left and then we're going to go right. You turn right and walk along for a bit, enjoying the sound of your steps on the springy artificial grass. At the end of the corridor, you turn left. Ahead of there are lots of vines. They've done a pretty good job with this ride, you think. You've never been to the swamp, but you figure it's the game. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to read all of this because I'm so bored. I'm sure you are as well. Is it just you, or is it getting darker? Up ahead, you hear Monty say, "Don't be scared." This has the opposite effect on you. Everything about this screams danger. You are not sure if you should keep on this path. So we can either retrace our steps or we can press on. Let's press on. You're not going to let this place get to you. After all, it's just a game. Something disabled the lights on purpose. They really overdid the vines and fog. Monty, you scream and back away. You try to run, get tangled in vines. You glance over your shoulder, expecting him to come for you. Monty doesn't move. In fact, he's smiling and pointing to his right. You untangle yourself and slowly approach Monty, not wanting to make any sudden movements. You laugh when you get close enough to recognize it's a cardboard cutout of the animatronic in his rockstar pose. There are passages to your left and right. The Monty cutout is pointing to your left. Okay, let's go to our left. Ooh, don't leave me the long way, you think, as you follow cardboard Monty's direction. The corridor is short and turns to the right. When you round the corner, you see another cardboard cutout of Monty Gator. Hey, little guy, he grins, showing his wicked sharp teeth. Oh no, it's the real Monty. I can't believe you fell for that, he says, advancing towards you. Run, run, run! Cool picture of Monty here. So this is the thing again where we can either run or use candy. So I think this just goes back. Yeah, there we go. So that's a game over. Okay. Cool, so that just kind of leads us to the same place. So let's go right instead, which is the opposite direction to where the Monty cutout was pointing. You know a trap when you see one, so you ignore the helpful advice and head to your right. You start to wonder if you made the correct choice. As you move down the passage, heavy footsteps follow you, closing in fast. Where are you going? Monty calls out. You reach an intersection and make a right, hurrying along and hoping you've thrown Monty off your trail. Yeah, VIP, you whisper. Help! Oh, now you remember me, he says loudly. Shh. You turn the volume down on the gamepad and press yourself against the wall. Heavy breathing is audible on the other side. Oh no. Listen closely and follow my directions for once, VIP says more softly. I will lead you back to the entrance. Just go slowly and quietly so Monty does not get you. You want to ask him, the best interest of your brother. You know that face. He's been crying. Oh, a photo of your brother appears on screen. He's been crying. Oh my gosh. Oh, so we can only follow VIP's directions. Crazy. Okay, so left, left, forward, left or right. So we know that left is the right direction. Let's go forward. You go straight until the path turns to the right and dumps you to a dead end. Something scratches at the other side of the wall. It's Monty Gator. He tears away from a plank. What are you still doing here, you think? You turn and run back to the last intersection. Which way? You better choose quick and hope you lose him. Hurry right. So this is another thing where it's wait for Monty to leave, go right or candy. We have seen this before. Yeah, we've seen this before. So let's hurry left. Oh, and yeah, okay. And then this is the end. Okay, so I think... Is that everything? This is awful. I hate this. Okay. So, let's go through this manually, right? So... Oh my gosh. So this is the entrance. Okay. This is the entrance to Monty's Maze. This we've done. This we have done. This we've done. This we have done. Retrace your steps. We have done. Hurry right or hurry left. Wait for Monty to leave or candy. That's the end. Left or right. Can animatronic smell? Yes, we've... Wait. Can we... I think we've done this. Yeah, no, we've done that. Leave a trail, ask VIP for help, and return to the start. We haven't done this. You move down the corridor a ways and unusual intersection. I love how you guys are just arguing in chat while I try to get through this. I've been in this maze for days. I hate this. This is awful. So VIP says, I can guide you back to the maze entrance. You find a bag of L-chips, tortilla-style tortilla chips on one of the paths. You pull out... you can leave breadcrumbs. Okay, so we can leave a trail. And then we return to the start. Brilliant. What is the point in any of this? So we haven't done that. Or no, we have done that now. Rock and roll, you win. So that's just when you win. That's when he says rah. That's when we use candy. Okay. That's when you remove candy and you follow VIP's direction to the start. Forward or right, we've done that. This is the L stuff. Go forward, go right, go left and right. Have we done this? Yes, we've done that. Follow VIP's directions to go back to the start. Okay, the next time you stumble into the 7-path intersection, you pick a new direction and drop a tortilla chip. Okay, so this is... Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Why are you even in the maze? Because I'm looking for secrets, man. I will guide you back to the start. Okay, back to the start. Slip past Monty or go right. We've done that. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the end. That's the end. Look, we've done everything here, I think. Guys, can we... Can somebody tell me if we've missed anything big? I know one thing we have missed is the fact that you can use a balloon at the beginning. Can't you? Remove 1 fast token if you have the balloon. Is there anything big that we've missed? Is there any like dead children in here or anything that we've missed? Obviously don't spoil it if so. Give me 1 second. I've heard Monty just finds you with a balloon. I'm not really doing Mo. I'm assuming you just played games over and over and you get 10,000 points and then that's done. Let's see what happens with the balloon. Oh, you just get 100 points. Nice balloon. Wait, what happens? You've never been to a swamp before, but you aren't sure anyone at Fazbear Entertainment has either. The floor is covered in rough artificial grass that reminds you of more of a miniature golf course. That's funny. The lights are dim and very, very green. We've seen this. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. Someone needs you to fix the AC. The purple balloon you won from Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser. We haven't even seen that yet. What? It bobs up and down as high as the window walls either side of you. It brushes against the fronds of palm trees stretching overhead. It's also artificial. You walk along the narrow corridor for a bit, feet crunching softly on the turf. The path turns to the right, then the left, and eventually you reach an intersection. You can continue forward, left, or right before you choose one. Monty Gator comes and says, "Nice balloon. Made it simple to find you." Oh, too bad. I'll show you out. That's funny. That's really funny. You just get caught by Monty. Okay. So I'm happy that we've done everything in the maze, and that's going to be the most horrible part of this book, I think, is that maze. Cool. I'm going to eat a crisp. Guys, that was actually awful. That was genuinely the worst part of this book. There was like surely there was a secret in there or something, but no, there was nothing. It was literally just go left, 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 like Chica says right at the beginning. Okay, can we go to Rockstar Row now? Sure. How do I do that? Rockstar Row? There is no Rockstar Row. How do we get to Rockstar Row? I don't think anyone knows. You have to go back. I want to say to the atrium. Raceway? I don't even know how to get to the atrium from here. Okay. Let's go Raceway. Okay, never mind. Sit at the terminal. Oh my gosh, what is... Okay, we're just gonna do Roxy Raceway. Sorry for the... I'm just so confused by this. It is quite a confusing book, to be honest. It's quite a confusing layout, but there's no other way really to do it. So I'm assuming if you leave VIP behind... Oh, it's a game over. You leave the gamepad with the Pizzaplex employee in the pit area and look over your go-kart options. Only 3 types of go-karts are on this track and ready to go. A silver and purple one, a white and pink one, and a blue and red one. You overhear one of the kids say to his friend, all the go-karts are supposed to be the same, but they aren't. Roxy's go-kart is the fastest. You run ahead and cut him off before you can get into the silver and purple go-kart, climbing into it yourself. He shoots you with an ugly look and you shrug. The girl with him shakes her head as they move to the other 2 go-karts. You buckle in and examine the controls before the race begins. Steering wheel, check. Accelerator, check. Brakes, check. Turbo button, check. You aren't ready for how fast the go-kart is and you scrape the wall as soon as you come out the gate. You struggle to steer it, but you don't need to worry about keeping it up. The other 2 racers don't seem to be interested in winning, only getting in your way. They drive side by side and keep moving to block you. You're stuck behind them the whole way. You come in 3rd place and collect VIP. Better luck tomorrow, VIP says. Tomorrow? What do you mean? You broke my rule. You did not keep me with you. So you can try to save Ike again tomorrow. Ah, I see. I see. That does make sense. Oh my god, we've gone back to the start. Okay. So, if you pick the cheat, well, it doesn't matter what go-kart we pick. You maintain your speed, turbo button, throttle, or whatever. Oh yeah. Let's see what happens. So this is what happens if we take corners fast. Wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Okay. Let's just calm down. How should we go about this? Should we just manually go through the pages? We should do this properly. We should try and do this properly. I'm so sorry. This is really painful for you, I'm sure. So, here. So we pick our cart. We picked Bonnie, but it doesn't actually matter. So, if you push the turbo button, tap a touch here. If you maintain your speed, tap a touch here. Yesterday we maintained our speed. Let's pick turbo. You press the turbo button and your go-kart rumbles. You press the throttle pedal with your right foot and accelerate beyond 25 miles per hour, the previous top speed. Now it's 30, 35. You hit 45 miles per hour and the go-kart feels like it's going to fly apart. Whoa, VIP says, holding onto his top hat as though it's about to fly off. This is a choice. Your wheels scrape the right wall and sparks fly, so you yank the steering wheel to your left. It shoots off away from the wall and you twist the wheel back to the right to stabilize it. The go-kart's shaking back and forth now. A turn is coming up fast. Okay. So do we hit the brakes or do we lift our right foot from the throttle? Let's go brakes. Slam on the brakes. Grinding noise, smell of burning rubber. People outside L-Chip scream as you tear past. And you glimpse horrified faces as they drop to the ground and look for cover. Let up the throttle. VIP says. You lift the right foot from the accelerator and the go-kart straightens as you pull it out of the turn. You bring it to a full stop on the edge of the track. The Roxy and Bonnie go-karts zoom past on your left. The girl glances back to make sure you're alright. You smile and wave. Your heart pounds in your chest, but you test the throttle and the go-kart is still working. I do not recommend braking and accelerating at the same time, VIP says. Now you tell me, you say. Something should be obvious. You are much more timid as you complete the rest of the you complete the rest of your laps and come in last. A nice crowd has gathered to watch you limp around the raceway, and several people clap slowly and ironically for you at the finish line. No points for you, VIP says with a shrug. Okay. Fair enough. So we lift our right foot from the throttle instead, and you release the accelerator, spin the wheel into a turn a little late, barely clearing it and then going wide to the outside of the track. You squeeze the brakes slightly to avoid ramming into the barrier, twisting the wheel to get yourself even. You hear gasps and realise that people around the Pizzaplex are watching you on the big screen suspended over the raceway. Don't worry, it's all part of the show, you call out. You press the turbo button again to reduce the speed back down to 25 miles per hour. That's enough, you think. You drive around the track more slowly, focusing on learning how to handle your go-kart better. When you start braking, or when to start braking, where to aim for each turn, how to make advantage of the entire track. When you aren't worried about being faster than your opponents, it's actually enjoyable to coast around past the Fazcade, Monty's Maze, and Bonnie Bowl. It's not about who's fastest, it's about how fast you compete each lap. And you steadily improved each time. Well done. Your fellow racers come over and shake your hand. Wasn't that fun? The girl asks. It was, you say. That's all that matters, she smiles. You wonder if she threw the race so you could place second. A little kindness goes a long way. You'd already been planning to treat Ike better when you free him from VIP, but you could try harder to be a better person in general and try to help others more. Not bad for your first race, the boy says. You'll do better next time. If there is a next time, VIP says. He plays a dramatic sting. Dun dun dun. That's dumb. The door is in Rockstar Row. Like people are saying, sorry for getting it wrong. Oh, it's okay. I just don't know how to get to Rockstar Row. If people can tell me how to get to Rockstar Row, I will try to get there. So this is all done. So we maintain our speed instead. And then, so yesterday we went wider on turns, so we're going to take the corners fast. You played enough go-kart races. You can master experimenting each corner, turning it tighter and tighter. Landing up on the throttle, just right, Adrian winning the race. Drifting looks cool, but maybe there's a good reason no one else is doing it. Okay. You drive around the track more slowly. Oh, okay. So that's just the same ending. Okay, fine. Cool. Okay. It's in where the displays are, I think, like Balloon Boy. No, I know what Rockstar Row is, I just don't know how to get there. It was an option, but you missed it. What? You guys aren't very helpful. You said it was an option, but I missed it. But you didn't say where that option was or how I missed it. Oh. LIA, least informative audience. Okay. So, okay, we've done Monty, we've done Roxy. Let's go to the alcove again and see. There's no option. There's no option to go... There's no option to go to Monty... No, not Monty Maze. Rockstar Row. There's no Rockstar Row. Let's go to Freddy's Faster Blast. We've seen this. Sorry, tap a touch here. Okay, we've done that. If you practice shooting targets, okay, we'll just wait for Freddy. Take the low ground, because we didn't do that yesterday. Oh, here we can use the balloon again. Stay low as you make your way through the green area. Pulsating lights are disorienting. An animatronic with... Sorry, I'm just kind of skim reading because... Yeah. Just go back to when you put on the Mo. Go back and put on the Mo again. I literally just did that. Did I not? Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that after Freddy. I'm sorry. They're only locked. They're locked to the early parts of the story. Let's use the balloon. Freddy seems strangely mesmerized by the balloon tied to your wrist. Because of the light fluctuating from green to red to purple in the arena, purple balloon seems to appear and disappear, which made it difficult to track. That's really cool writing there. It pops up and confetti drifts down, but you're sneaking away while he was distracted. It darted back into the maze. Now without the balloon, you won't be able to find you so quickly. Just to put some distance between you and get a better lay of the land, you slip up a ramp to the upper level. And then we're back here. Okay. I don't think any of this is interesting, right? I'm assuming there's nothing good here. So how do I... Okay, arcade game alcove. So I sit at the terminal. I put on the helmet. What do I press cancel? Okay, what happens when I press cancel? You don't think you're ready for the virtual experience yet, but when you press the red cancel, put off the helmet, ruffle your hair, you always come back to the alcove to try it another time. So that's just no use. Okay, so then I tap here. Phasmorgia. Rockstar Row. Okay, finally. Finally we found it. Okay. Thanks guys. Sorry it took so long. Okay. So this is the last place, I think. Right? This is the last place. Rockstar Row is typically your last stop in the Mega Pizzaplex, as one of the exits is on the far end. You're always impressed by the massive golden statues of Glamrock Freddy, Roxanne Wolf, Glamrock Bonnie, and Glamrock Chica. Interestingly, no Montgomery Gator. Sometimes you can glimpse the animatronics themselves through the large windows of their respective green rooms on your right. None of them are there right now, probably out performing, visiting with guests, or hanging out in their attractions. This space gets much more crowded just before closing, but there aren't many people around right now. Since your last visit, the Mega Pizzaplex has added a cardboard cutout of the newest animatronic Montgomery Gator tucked to the left between Bonnie and Chica's statues. Too bad for him, you think. There are signs about an upcoming expansion to the Mega Pizzaplex, so maybe they'll give this poor guy his own green room. He's the only member of the band who's actually green after all. You're usually rushed on your way out, so you haven't really explored in here. Display cases along the left side of the room are filled with props and stuff, and beyond those are several doors. Maybe you'll find Ike beyond one of them. Leaving already? VIP checks a wristwatch. You better hurry and play some games. Okay, so we can investigate the display cases or investigate the doors. Let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll in a while. Okay. So we should do a poll. 66% standalone AI, by the way, and Mimic Branch 33%. Interesting. D-Time, I looked at your map of Monty Maze and we couldn't understand it. Maybe it's just because it's a weird part of the book, but I just don't understand Monty Maze at all. But hello, welcome. So, what do we want to do? We want to... where? Doors or display cases? I'm assuming people are going to say doors because that's where the coolest secret is, I'm assuming, right? But let's see. Don't mind me while I wait and eat some crisps. I think there's an ad coming in like 40 seconds. So I'm going to wait 40 seconds. Okay, I think we're back. I'm sorry, I need occasional breaks so I can take a drink and some food, because this is this is quite hard to get through. Okay. So, what are the votes saying? We have 11 votes, 55% for doors. So that's 6 people with doors and 5 people for display cases. Let's go to the doors. Again, we will look at both. Okay. All right. Evie Devi. First of all, welcome to the stream. I've seen you chatting. You said, given the details of the story, VIP is set after its first year. Yeah, it's set a few years after the opening. I think we've gathered. But it has to come before the storyteller, because Monty Maze was not a thing in the storyteller. Which is really weird, considering this feels like a mimic AI, but we don't know. Oh, you meant before storyteller and GGGI. Yeah, of course. Okay. So we are going to go to the doors. What is this going to be about? Oh my god, there are multiple doors. Of course there are. Who'd have thought in a choose your own adventure book you could choose your own adventure? Thinking I could have been lured into an area closed to the public, you move along the wall on your left and check out each door as you pass it. The first is a red door hidden behind the cardboard cutout of Monty. Oh, that is what we were talking about before, right? That's where we saw all those dead bodies. So I'm guessing you guys are gonna want me to go in there. Could this be a makeshift green room for the newest Glamrock character? Oh, the next door you come to has a security shield on it. You should have thought of it before. Security has cameras all over the Pizzaplex, so maybe they can track where your brother wandered off to or who took him there. You continue on and reach a plain door in the far corner. You get excited when you see the letters VIP on it. Oh, you lift your gamepad. Hey VIP, are you behind this door? The background behind VIP crackles with static. That is the VIP greeting room. If a guest collects 10,000 points while using the gamepad, they win an in-person meeting with me. Can I come in? VIP crosses his arms. I increased the access fee to 100,000 points. Based on your performance thus far, you will never be allowed to enter, so just move along. Oh, interesting. So you have to get 100,000 points? Okay. So we're going to do the red door first. And then we're going to pretend that we have 10,000 points. Obviously, I don't enjoy cheating games and stuff like that. I like to do things properly. But this is, first of all, this is a book that's really easy to cheat. Secondly, if you wanted me to get 10,000 points by myself or 100,000 points or whatever, then it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry. It's just going to be playing through the games that we've already played through with the Mo on, and like I think I know how to do it. It's just like doing it is a different thing, and I'm not keeping score of like my points right now. So we're just going to go through the red door, and then we're going to go through the security door. You open the door and hesitate when you see a dimly lit corridor stretching ahead. A poster on the wall reads, "Lost child, don't get lost yourself. Stay in place and wait for help. Carry plenty of water." Oh, we're here. We're in the lost children area. You enter thinking you will take a quick look to see if Ike is inside. VIP doesn't like this plan. You look like you are snooping. Would you like me to show you the way out of these utility tunnels? Utilidors? VIP holds up a magnifying glass and peers at you through it with a comically huge eye. You ignore him and move deeper into the bowels of the Pizzaplex. Again, we're talking about bowels of the Pizzaplex. You see a door at the end of the corridor marked storage. You head for it. Do not go in there, the VIP says. He is writing the words, "This is a bad idea," over and over on a chalkboard. Why not? You ask. You will regret it. You open the door and smell something horrible and rotting inside. It smells like death. It's dark. Not too late to turn around, VIP warns. You step inside and fumble around for a light switch. The stink and your own fear make you want to throw up. You finally feel a chain against your face and you pull it. You see what VIP has been hiding inside. You wish you could unsee it, but the image is burned into your brain. Now it is too late, he says. The door slams shut and the light goes out. Nice. I like that. I like how it doesn't tell you directly what it is, but if you have the other ending already, then you know what it is. You know exactly what this is. Yeah, D-Time, you are absolutely right? The only thing you need to do is go into the mode twice, and then you have 100 times the points, and then get the 1,000 points you already need for the other ending anyway. And you can go in here. Which is kind of stupid, right? Because you can only access Rockstar Row if you go into the Mo in the first place. It's kind of a weird... This is a weird part of the book. Anyway, let's go back and go through the security door. I'm assuming this is going to be the big secret in this book, because it requires the most points, and it basically requires you to do everything. So let's see what's in here. Beyond the door, there's a back area that connects with other parts of the Pizzaplex. At an intersection of corridors is a small enclosed office with 2 entrances and screens showing camera footage from all over the building. There's no guard in sight. You dart inside and start messing with the controls on the desk. If you can rewind recorded footage from the security feeds, maybe you could spot Ike or where he wandered off to. Hey, who's in there? A man's voice calls from the hall to your left. You slap the button by the door and shutters close it off. Haha, very funny, he grumbles. On the screen you see a camera for the hall right outside the office. Why would you need that? Or doors with emergency shutters? An old white guy ambles around to the door on the right. You quickly shut that one too. A moment later the door opens and the guard jingles a key ring. This is my office, you know. Sheesh, I just went to take a leak. You consider telling him about VIP, but you doubt he'll believe you, and VIP wouldn't like it. He escorts you back out to Rockstar Row. Now I should ban you from this place, but consider this your first warning. And if you want a security job when you're older, call me. He hands you a shiny Fazbear Entertainment security badge and slams the door. Oh, I was not expecting that. Huh? What's that for? I kind of like this. This is like a puzzle book. I'm confused what that's for. I don't know where you use that. Okay. So we've tried both doors. Let's go back. Oh. Oh right, we wanna look at the cases or whatever. So if you return to the oh for goodness sake, I should have bookmarked. You are right. Rockstar Row, and then we want to investigate the display cases. Okay, so here's where you get the balloon. I see. You walk along the row of glass display cases, glancing inside at the various guitars, animatronic parts, and other props. You pause when you reach Mr. Cupcake, Ike's favourite toy when he was little. He slept with it and carried it around everywhere, and he even talked to it sometimes when he thought no one was around. Then one day, when he was about 3, he lost his Mr. Cupcake. It had to be inside the house, so all of you looked for it everywhere, but it never turned up. Your parents kept asking if you had hidden it. Even though Ike insisted over and over that Mr. Cupcake had run away. You still feel the sting of being blamed for something you didn't do. At the end of the display cases, there's a life-size figure of a boy holding colourful balloons. You've only ever seen Balloon Boy in retro arcade games, so you take a closer look. Balloon Boy isn't a statue, it's a balloon dispenser. The red LED screen above the coin slot reads 1 Faz token per balloon and 100 points. And there happens to be a Faz token peeking out from under its foot. How did it get under the kiosk? Okay. So, investigating the doors, I assume, is just the other thing. Yeah. So that just takes us back there. Is there any other option? Return to the atrium. Okay. And then you can buy a balloon as well. So let's just see what this is. You insert the token into the slot and watch the fascination as the purple balloon emerges from the balloon boy's right fist. A gentle hiss then rises on a string. It bobs in the air, swaying gently along the fake balloons mounted on the end of the metal rods. The display above the coin slot reads 100 points. Oh, too bad, VIP says. You need a lot more than that. He dives into a huge pile of gold Faz tokens and swims around in them like a cartoon can. At least you got a balloon outfit. Sorry, that was probably loud. I'm so sorry. At least you got a balloon outfit. If you can't rescue Ike, you'll just draw his face on it and maybe Mom won't notice the difference. You tie the other end of the string onto your wrist so you won't lose it. Okay. Oh, balloon. Cool, okay. So that's that. That's how you get the balloon. And then let's try and get the Faz token. There are multiple do not touch signs on the display cases with an illustration of a child's hand inside the open mouth of a classic Freddy Fazbear animatronic with sharp teeth. That poster is inside Security Breach, I believe. Surely that warning doesn't apply to Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser. You would have to touch the machine to buy a balloon anyway, though you doubt the staff would want you moving it. You look around to make sure no one is going to stop you, but the person at the checkout desk looks sleepy and doesn't pay you any attention. You grab the kiosk under Balloon Boy's arms and try to lift it. It isn't that heavy, so you easily shift it off the coin. Suddenly the machine says loudly, in a cheerful, childish voice, "Hello." You're so startled you let go. Thud. The machine lands heavily. You hear a piercing noise and the display scrambles, flickering between 100 and 300 points. Uh-oh, that woke up the guy at the desk. He's looking over at you curiously. He seems a little scared. Maybe you should test the machine to make sure you didn't break it. Even better if you glitched it into giving you 300 points. Interesting. So we got a Faz token for that. And then this is just going to be the same thing. Okay. So, here's the part where I don't know what to do. So, first of all, we have explored all of Fazcade. We've explored all of the Atrium. Oh, sorry, we've explored all of Rockstar Row. And then the Atrium, we've explored Monty's Maze. We've explored Freddy's Fazza Blast Challenge. We've explored Roxy Raceway. And we've explored the Alcove. So, we're at a point where we have done everything up to this point, I think. And we have the security badge, which requires 10,000 points, or 100,000 points. So now that I have that security badge, where do I go? I'm really confused where I go. Does anybody... I feel like I forgot somewhere. I also feel like I'm forgetting something. Obviously with these books that have loads of different places to go, I feel like I'm going to forget somewhere. But I'm not really sure. The security badge is not used anywhere. So what's the point of that? What's the point? What is the point? Which room is the one where you meet VIP? I have a theory that it was supposed to be the part of the 100k ending. Did you try the balloon thing? Yeah, I've done everything with the balloons. Blast. I've been to Fazza Blast. Oh, is there a... Let me see. Or not that. I don't want that. I want to see if there's a security badge. If you try the security door... No, we've done that. Oh, that's a different ending. Wait. Okay, how do I get to that ending? Go back to where VIP said you can meet him. There should have been an option for that. To where VIP said you can meet him. Where did VIP say I could meet him? Rockstar Row doors. I assumed it was Rockstar Row. So let's go to... Why is there never... Okay. I need to go back to Rockstar Row. Okay. Put on the helmet. Blah, blah, blah. Start. Bing, bong. Bup. Nope, I'm messing everything up. Why am I not using the buttons? I'm so stupid. I'm such an idiot. This is why... Okay. Investigate the doors. Okay. So, now what? Rockstar Road doors. Just look up meat. So yeah, we asked VIP if we can come in, and then he says if we have a number of... Next page. Oh, for goodness sake. It's just one of those things where there's all the options here, but I didn't press next page. Okay, so there we go. I found it. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Okay, sorry guys. Thank you, D-Time. Alright, so this should be it. This should be the last thing that we need to do in this book, I think. I think we've done everything else. You stand outside the VIP greeting room's nondescript door and bang on it with a fist. Little pig, let me in. Do you have 100,000 points already? VIP asks on your gamepad. Why is he so nervous? I sure do, you say. Then no need to huff and puff, he sighs. A deal is a deal. He walks off, the gamepad screen, and the door unlocks. You're in a server closet with racks of computer hard drives blinking and clicking and flashing and whirring, and in the center of it all, a large screen hovers with VIP's face on it. Oh, that's sick. So pigs do fly, you think. Is this some kind of Wizard of Oz thing? You ask. Well, what do you want? VIP's little rotors buzz, and he pulls up and away from you, bumping against the machine banks at the back of the small room. I wanted to meet you in person, or whatever this is. Thank you for a fun day, Devon. I will let Ike go now, of course. You bet you will. And this ends. You won't ever do this again. Yes, I promise. Your piggy promise doesn't mean anything to me, you say. Please don't hurt me, VIP wails. His screen spins and weaves around the room. You shut the door behind you before he can escape. Oh, that's actually really cute. Okay, tap or touch here. This should be the last thing. Yeah, we're at the very end of the book. Okay. You aren't quite sure how to end this. There's no keyboard in here. Not that you know anything about computer programs. Maybe you can go get something to smash VIP's screen with, but you've seen him on other screens all over the Pizzaplex. It would be no more effective than damaging his gamepad or destroying his gamepad. You glance down at the gamepad and you see another VIP, even while he's still frantically flitting around your head. If you don't do something soon, he'll probably start to attack you, and there's only one Devon. The small VIP on the gamepad takes a step and somehow duplicates himself. It's starting to become pigception in here. Oh, you realise, those aren't the very informative pigs. Those are virtual informative pigs, because you're still in the mo. Ooh, and they're pointing towards something along the wall. You walk with the gamepad and they adjust where they're pointing, as if you are holding a compass with the needle following north. What are you doing? The big VIP screams. Get away from there! His face starts to glitch, and you get a creepy glimpse of the wireframe behind his pink skin and glasses. The pigs, virtual informative pigs, your friends, are pointing at a massive power strip on the floor that has dozens of plugs in it, a tangle of cables. You snap your fingers. Of course, you trace the main power plug to a wall outlet. This won't erase you, you whisper to the virtual informative pigs. We don't know, they say, and they seem delighted by the prospect of not knowing something. If we're part of the simulation, we may be running in a separate program. One of them says. But Pig Brother is also part of the simulation. They confer with each other. Then they look up. Everything is connected. What happens in here will affect the real world. As above, so below. You nod. Well then, thank you. and goodbye. You hope you won't meet any digital swine ever again. You yank at the plug. Stop! The big VIP screen wheels towards you. But before it can knock you away, the plug comes free. The outlet sparks and sizzles like bacon in a frying pan. The flying screen drops and cracks on the tiled floor. Snow dances across it and the gamepad screen. It's over, you say. Then the world around you starts to deteriorate too. You reach up and tear off the Mo headset. Around you, everything is chaos in the atrium. Every system seems to be down. Every screen is dark. Everything is connected. People scream and run for the exits. You wonder if the animatronics have been affected by the forced system shutdown. The photo booth door opens and Ike comes running out. He stands still in all the commotion, looking around in fear. You hurry over to him. Ike! You grab him in your arms and Ike sobs. I'm sorry. Let's go home, Ike says. I just have to do one more thing, you say. On your way out of the Pizzaplex, likely for the last time, you stop at the security office and tell the grey-haired white guy there about what happened. The guard listens closely, nodding and taking notes. Well done, Devon, he says, and Ike. You don't know if it's more worrying that he believed your outrageous story than if he had dismissed it as a prank or fantasy. I always thought that pig might be trouble. He was very intrusive. You couldn't agree more. Don't worry. Fazbear Entertainment will make all this go away like it never happened. And that especially includes VIP. This will be our little secret. Huh? Okay. I don't think anyone else will believe me anyway. You look at Ike. Especially Mom. Right, bro? Ike nods. When she asks how our day was, I'll just say it was very informative. And that's the truth. Oh my god. That's so funny. And that's the end. That's... What? What is this? What is this? Hang on, okay. So, this is a really good ending. This is the best ending. So we've unplugged the VIP, and that's why VIP isn't there in Security Breach anymore. This is interesting. Here's a theory. You know, before you guys were saying about Edwin having like his second time with an AI program that's infecting the Pizzaplex and stuff like that. You remember like all of that because he said it's happening again. What if this grey-haired white guy is Edwin? What if that was Edwin? Because here's the thing, if that was Edwin, he now knows about it. I always thought that pig might be trouble. He was very intrusive pig. Funny. And then he knows about the VIP. He shut it down forever. And then when the mimic comes around in the storyteller, he's like, oh no, not again, not another AI. Edwin is not a security guard. Well, yeah, I know. But at the same time, this is way before the storyteller. He could have been a security guard, promoted. I mean, it doesn't even say he's a security... Oh, it does, I guess, the guard. I feel like that could be Edwin. That's what I was thinking. Oh, you're right, Edwin was an engineer or something, right? Exactly. I mean, Edwin made the mimic. Edwin was put into the chairman gang. Yeah, he's in the board of directors. So I guess you're right. Like he's not a guard. He's in the board of directors. He's part of he's an economist. He's like part of the actual business of the business rather than protecting the building or the assets. Edwin before he gets old, but was still old. Yeah, well, I mean, he would be old because like he built the mimic in the 70s. And if this is happening in like just before like 2030 or something like that. I don't know. Wasn't Edwin a guy from a bought company? Well, I think Edwin joined Fazbear Entertainment, did he not? I don't really remember. I need to refresh my knowledge on Edwin and the Mimic and stuff, but engineer, guard, chairman. I don't know. I think that's something to consider at the very least, because you guys are right in saying that Edwin has experienced this before. So maybe Edwin was part of unplugging VIP Forever. His business got bought and taken over by Fazbear. Oh yeah, it's the other way around. What is Andre Norton Nebula Award? Oh wait, no. E.C. Myers was assembled in the United States from Korean and German parts and raised by a single mother and the public library in Yonkers, New York. He won the Andre Norton Nebula Award for his first novel, Fair Coin, as the author of The Silence of the Six and the RWBY young adult books, including After the Fall, Fairy Tales of Remnant, and Roman Holiday. What is... Jeff Shake, again. What is, what's Fairy Tales of Remnant? Imagine that was an Easter egg. Fairy Tales of Remnant. An AFK book. What is this? Rooster Teeth? Are you kidding me? Oh, this looks cool actually. It's just loads of creepy stories, I think. The Infinite Man, The Girl in the Tower, The Gift of the Moon, The Grim Child, The Indecisive King, The Shallow Sea. Sorry, that is very off topic. So, that's interesting. Let's, you know what? Let's do one final poll. Who is the grey-haired man? Edwin Murray, or literally just a guard? There we go. Wrote for Little Nightmares too. Yeah, I saw that too. Now I'm confused. Did Henry make the animatronics before Edwin was bought? Because the Mimic is set in the 1970s. Late 70s, yes. Henry... there is a bit of a weird thing with Henry and Edwin. I think Edwin made the actual animatronics and Henry was more part of the business side of things or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that much. Now I don't know for sure. Oh, it is 50-50. 57-43. Literally just a guard. I think it is probably more likely it's just a guard, but it's interesting to think about that being Edwin. I hope they clarify that. Henry said the animatronics were of his making in Pizzeria Simulator. That is true. That's true. Why the heck would Edwin... Wait. Why the heck would Edwin be a guard? Well, we were just talking about this. It's like... It doesn't... It makes sense, but it doesn't. That is the thing. Like, why would Edwin be a guard if he's in the board of directors? But obviously, like, you have to earn your way to board of directors. But it is strange to say that Edwin's a guard. But at the same time, maybe Edwin is just there because something happened at the Pizzaplex, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about, you know. Interesting to speculate. Henry and William probably started doing everything alone. I think I'm going to... Isn't Edwin bald by this point? I don't think Edwin... Wait. Let me see. Let me see what Edwin is described as in Bobby Dots. Edwin. Directly opposite Mr. Burroughs, Edwin Murray gazed out the picture window that took up much of the outer wall of the red painted conference room. Um, oh, where is this description? Is there a description of Edwin? Shiny ebony hair. This is Mr. Burrows, I think. Mr. Burrows is only 35 years old. Are you kidding me? Really? He's a board chairman? No way. I don't see anything about Edwin. Buyout of his engineering company. There you go. Decades before. Given that Edwin had been placed onto the board via Fazbear Entertainment's buyout of his engineering company decades before, he was expected to be here. He's barely more than a mascot at this point. Still, he was resigned to being present. I don't know. Edwin's 64 as well. Oldest person in the room. At least I'm not the boldest. Haha! Got you. I got it. There you go. I knew there was something about him not being bald. I knew it. That's so funny. Edwin's timeline confuses me now. Edwin's timeline isn't that confusing. It's just he had an engineering company. Fazbear Entertainment bought him out, and then later on, he becomes he sits on the board of directors. He's a chairman. So, yeah. But I think he has grey hair. I swear. Edwin Murray was an age where he knew who he was and knew who he wasn't. Never, not even when he was as young as Mr. Burrows, a good-looking fellow, Edwin had accepted that his imagination was his greatest strength. He wasn't overly concerned with his appearance, although he liked using it to have a little fun. 5'5" tall, Edwin was slight. No matter what he ate, he remained skinny. Round nose, big blue eyes, 2 large ears, gnomish appearance. He decided to get playful with that fact. He let his thick head of white hair grow long. He groomed a short pointed beard. Yeah, it might not be Edwin. I think you might be right. I don't think it's Edwin. Because if we go back to here, grey-haired white guy. It doesn't help when it's literally just grey-haired white guy. Yeah, that could be literally anyone. Yeah, I think you might be right. Because we have a white-haired bearded man versus grey-haired white guy. Edwin was around his 20s in the mimic, which I want to say he's said 64 years old in The Storyteller. Oh yeah, that's always been a problem. That has always been a problem in this franchise. We've been concerned about that, but yeah, I don't think we should take it too literally. But I don't know. I think that's just like a continuity error, like 2 different people writing 2 different stories, maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably just a random guy. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. It's funny how we've had 2 streams on this book, literally the same length in time, which has worked out really well, actually. You know what? Looking through The Storyteller again, I really want to do streams now where we just go back through the books. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Would you guys enjoy that if we maybe like read through some of the books again? Maybe not like an audiobook, but like we read through the books, look for lore, stuff like that, take some notes. I think that would be fun. It'd be just kind of like a chill stream. Wasn't last time 2 hours? Last time it was 3 hours. So we've had 2 3-hour streams. And I'm hoping that I can edit these down into smaller videos so that people can watch our playthrough. But this was really fun. Investigative streams. Exactly. Ozone investigates. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. But I do want to do some more streams in the near future. So maybe we'll see that tomorrow or maybe another day. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been fun. I don't know if Psychic is streaming now. Is he streaming now? Or it might be in an hour's time, but we'll see. Anyway, I have been Ozone. Thank you so much, my brozones, for watching. And I will see you in another video or stream. Goodbye.